Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building. I missed y'all, man. We ready for a fun night of boxing talk. I feel like I've been gone forever. It's only been since Thursday, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't dropped no videos until today. That's why I was overworking, y'all. I was like, shit. I was like, shit, bro. I'm here, bro. I'm finna go so hard. I am about to make 4 videos. So I dropped like 4 videos today. Y'all be sure to check them out. We dropped the video on Gary Antoine Russell. We dropped the video on Earl Spence. We dropped the video on Jaime Munguia being ordered to fight Janabek. And we also dropped the video. What was the other video? Damn, I forgot. It's so many, bro. It's so many. We also dropped the video on Jamel Charlo and Brian Castano. So y'all be sure to go check those out. Because you know they all fire content, man. And there's some great things going on in the sport of boxing. Be sure to smash the like button as you come in the building. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car. You know what I'm saying? You in here, you riding with me. We talking this boxing. At the very least, smash the like button for your boy, man. Smash the like button. If you do want to donate, you can hit that super chat button, or you see my cash app right there at the bottom, right up under my chin, next to that glorious, glorious, glorious prediction record. We only, hey man, I'm on 11 fight win streak. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 11 fight win streak. So for what it's worth, hold on, let me get that right. My bad. There we go. I'm on 11 fight win streak, bro. Okay. Last 2 weeks we got everything right, and so let's start there, and then we'll do a roll call. I just want to recap the fights real quick from this weekend since KQKC and I were not able to do our Sunday morning show. We'll talk about last week really quickly, and then we'll get to some of the main topics because we got a lot to talk about today. And you know, we're here to have fun and talk this boxing. So first and foremost, Jorge Linares, it's time for him to retire. That's the first thing. Let's get that out the way. It's time for him to retire. Look, man, Zara Abdulev, I picked Abdulev to beat him. However, Jorge Linares, he came in shape. He was boxing well. He just has no punch resistance whatsoever anymore, man. He can't take shots. Like, and then I feel like Linares, he's much more of a champion. He is owed much more respect than to just have to go around here getting his ass whooped by up and comers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see Jorge Linares, multiple division champion, been there with some of the best, over 50 fights. I don't want to watch him continue to get his ass whooped by up and coming fighters and turn into a journeyman. And people don't remember him as the champion that he was. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, TJ facts, bro, like a joke. Like, I ain't trying to see that shit. So it's time for him to retire, time for him to hang it up. But that fight went as expected. The big one though, Kell Brook versus Amir Khan. Now, I can go back and watch the replay. Of my live stream and stuff. But a lot of y'all was picking Amir Chin Khan, bro. A lot of y'all was picking Amir Khan. I need to know who that was. Salute to Mr. Mechanical in the building. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you picked Amir Khan, be man enough and woman enough to put it in the chat. Who in here picked Amir Khan to win that fight, bro? Let me know as I do the roll call. Mr. Mechanical, what up? I Karma 123 salute. My brother Crush is in the building. What up, Crush? Tupac 13. What's popping? Who else we got in here? A1 Who's on Emmanuel. Y'all go subscribe to the bro. You know what I'm saying? If y'all like that basketball, which I love basketball talk, y'all go subscribe to him, man. He dropping that fire ass basketball content. So y'all go check him out, man. My wife is in the building. Salute, baby. Hope you had fun this weekend. I know I did, man. We was kicking it. We were big kicking it. Man, it says, yo, that tank picture, yeah, bro. I tried to find a good one. I knew it was a good one because I know the haters ain't gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? Tim Mouze, what up? Salute to you, bro. Salute to my brother Tim Mouze. Hope all is well. Hope you had a safe day at work and, you know, all that shit. Charles Jernigan, what's popping with you, bro? What's popping with TJ? What up? DP Rock in the building. Salute. Sheena's in the building. What's up, Sheena? Tank might just need to mess with Al. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. That's our main topic of the show. My brother Kano, what up, Kano? Salute to you, bro. Y'all go subscribe to Kano as well, dropping that fire content as well. Fire ass boxing content over there. Not me. What's up with you, bro? What's up with you? Jermaine Ortiz, who was on the headliner for the Showtime card, the Showtime Showbox card on Friday. Canelo will have him live this Friday for an interview. I believe that's what that comment means. Cano, go ahead and drop it in the chat what time the show is Friday, and we will be sure to continue to plug that. You know what I'm saying? Teach, what up, bro? And Cassandra's in the building as well. Everybody in the building, smash the like if you just came in the building. And when you come in the building, let me know that you are here. Y'all check the poll out. Simple poll, simple question. Should Tank Davis leave Mayweather Promotions? Yes or no question. Be sure to vote because that's going to be our main topic of the show. There's the time for Canelo'S interview with Jermaine Ortiz on Friday, February the 25th, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. on the West Coast, 11 a.m. if you're up there in the mountains where I just left. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Cano, man. Keep up the great work, my brother. Now, Kell, Brook, Amir Khan. I see ain't nobody picked. Come on, bro. Some of y'all, see, don't make me do this. Who picked? I appreciate that. I appreciate that 8-1. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Yeah, my 50 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to be military style. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to be military style. Just, 50 push-ups. For those y'all don't know what I'm talking about, me and A1 Who's On, we had a bet. He swore to me that Keith Thurman was going to stop Mario Barrios. I said, Keith Thurman? You talking about Keith Thurman? He ain't stopped nobody in like 7 years, bro. And about in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? He ain't stopping nobody. BFTB Boxing, what's up, bro? Salute to you. I appreciate you coming through. And I see that, yeah, they be doing that hating shit, bro. They be doing that hating shit. But I appreciate you coming through and sliding through this. And obviously, if I got to tell you to subscribe to BFTB Boxing, I don't know what you're doing with your life. But if you're new and you don't know him, go subscribe to my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to my brother. DP Rocker, I picked the chin. Oh, yeah, you didn't you? Yeah, you was on my helmet, too, man. I got Amir Khan. All right. Y'all pick Amir Khan if you want to. Damn, A1 Who's On? Bro, I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the love with that $50 in the super chat, man. He says, this is just a little something to cover my late fee on them 50 push-ups, man. I appreciate the love, my brother, for sure. It's going to go to the betterment of this channel, man. I think that's the biggest super chat that we got on here. I ain't got no drop or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no big, none of that shit. But, I will take a sip for that, my brother. I appreciate that. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk, bro. But, yeah, man, Amir Khan, listen, I told y'all, Amir Khan, listen, man, Amir Khan is just, he ain't never been good, bro. T said, sing, now that's my co-host shit. That's KQKC shit. I never try to steal that shit from him, man. I never try to do that shit. Cause then y'all be like, man, knock out, bro. He over here jocking KQKC. I would never do that. Yeah, half a hundred. That's blue blood shit. I'm not stealing nobody's shit, bro. I gotta come up with my own shit. But until then, sincere thank you, bro. And I really appreciate the love and the donation for all the hard work, man. But yeah, man, dropping that half a hundred. Bro, come on, bro. You showing out, dog. Man, my brother A1 Who's On big time with that $100, bro. Well, let's see the motherfucking bar hot in. Man, I appreciate that, bro. I really, really do, man. I really, really do. TJ, $10 in the super chat, man. I appreciate you, bro. This man ain't one that came here and started some shit. $10 says solid channel. Damn, BF. Damn, bro, I appreciate that $100 in that super chat, man. He say, great video breakdown of Gary and Mark. I shared it, and I respect you for it, King. Oh, already, bro. I appreciate that, man. And, man, you do great work, man. I got nothing but love and respect for you, bro. You always cooking with fish grease over there, man. Salute to my brother T in the building, man. Y'all gonna make me, y'all trying to throw the show. Y'all trying to throw the show off, bro. But I really do appreciate all that shit. Did I miss somebody? I think I got everybody. So Amir Khan, bro, Tim Moose with that $10. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you in that super chat, man. Thank you so much, bro. St. Louis Mix, what's up, bro? Salute to you. Thanks for coming through. You know what I'm saying? But Amir Khan and Kell Brook, bro, like they came up in this thing, and they should have fought 10 years ago. And I told people about Amir Khan. I said, look, his feet are horrible. He's always lunging up over his feet very badly. His combination, he got his fast hands, bro. He cannot box. Kell Brook got good timing. Kell Brook can really, really fight. And Kell Brook was always the better fighter. If you just look at their energy towards each other, dog, like you will see that Amir Khan, bro, he never really wanted to fight Kell Brook like that, bro. He never really wanted to fight Kell Brook like that. Like, he been running for that man for 10 years, so he didn't want to fight him for a reason. So I think all that shit about them in sparring and coming up on the UK national team and shit, I believe all that shit about Kell Brook putting paws on that man was true. And Kell Brook was just naturally bigger and stronger than him. So his time in one today, and he put hands, feet, paws, claws. He put everything that you could possibly want to get put on you. He put that shit on him, bro. And he did them all the way bad, just like I told y'all he would. And salute to Cassandra Mason with that $5 in the super chat. He said, I got 5 on it. I will sing that shit because that's my shit right there. I don't want to date myself. Yeah, messing with that Indo weed. I got 5. Yeah. That's the shit from back in the day right there, man. Coach Joe, what's up with you, bro? I appreciate you sliding through here, man, and showing love to the channel, bro. Let me share this live. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. And what the hell? You ain't got no. Wow, bro. We got to get you the Thule. They tried to unsubscribe you and take your wrench, but you got one now. Shoot them down if they come in here. So, let's get to some of the main topics, bro. Let's get to some of the main topics. If I can teach showing love again with the $10. I appreciate you, teach. Says keep it coming. Oh, we're gonna keep them coming. We're gonna keep all the hard work coming, man. I really appreciate all this love we getting tonight, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to be back, bro. And I do this shit for free. Y'all know I be trying to talk this boxing no matter who's in here. So I appreciate y'all, bro. What's up, Ricky? I see you, dog. Salute to you. So this Terence Crawford thing, I want to start there, bro. I want to start there because we got to talk a little Terence Crawford. We got to talk about Canelo a little bit. We got to talk about Tank Davis, bro. We got so much shit to talk about. So let's start with Terence Crawford, bro. So Terence Crawford, I'm gonna read it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is what's being reported right now. He says Terence Crawford wants the winner of Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano if he's unable to get the fight. This is his exact words. He says, the fight fans must be the ones that push for it. They have to be the ones that demand it. I did my part. I've done my part by being professional, by going through everybody they put in front of me. I don't know what I can do any different. I want that fight. If it happens, it happens. He's talking about Errol Spence. He said, if I can't get the Spence Ugas winner, I'd love to get the Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano winner. I can have that fight and be undisputed at 154. I got some bad news for Terence Crawford. I got some bad news for him. And salute to my brother St. Louis mixing that super chat. Said, let's go half on sacks. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Sheena showing love in that super chat with the $10 super sticker. What's that super sticker? Says, thank you. Nah, I appreciate y'all. The fans corner. What's up? K Savoy, what up? Tim Mouze back in that super chat with the $5. Says, what does it say, bro? I gotta go over here to the says keep it up. Oh, yeah, man. I don't know no other way. So the thing about this whole situation, number one, I don't like calling, you know what I'm saying, boxers or fighters or businessmen. I don't want to call them stupid and shit, right? Like I don't like doing that shit. And I really hate to do it, but if you think for 1 second that you are going to go to 154 and fight Jermell Charlo or Brian Castano, who are also PBC fighters, and not fight Errol Spence, bro, you got another thing coming. You know what I'm saying? And I find it odd that he's saying he did everything he could to get the fight with Errol Spence, when in reality there was a lot more he could have done. He could have been consistent with his messaging, right? Because from his camp, from his team, and they're even being inconsistent right now. We'll get to it. But from his camp, from his team, all I've been hearing is, hey, we want the fight. We don't want the fight. The fight is behind us. 50-50, no fight. It should be 60-40 my way. Just a lot of inconsistent shit. You know, the fight being passed, all the stuff that we've heard, you know, at least since I've started my channel, and even longer than that. You know what I'm saying? And so when you do that shit and you inconsistent with your message, then I got a lot of questions about that shit. And so if he thinks for 1 second that Al Haymon, the PBC, are gonna feed Jermell Charlo or Brian Castano to him, and let's make no mistake about it, those are close ass fights that Bud Crawford could very well lose. Like, let's not talk about that shit. But if he thinks they're gonna feed those fighters to him, and he not fight Errol Spence for the biggest fight in their mind, and for the fight that Errol Spence won't, he crazy, bro. And he needs to come to the realization that straight up, you're gonna have to fight Errol Spence, bro. You're gonna have to fight him, or you're gonna be exposed as a duck. And I don't want to call him a duck, but at the end of the day, bro, The man done told you he coming and he doing everything that he said he was gonna do. He going for undisputed. You on the road to undisputed, so that's what you on that path right now. I don't need him to do nothing else. Now BFTB will be like, nah, bro, you need to fight somebody. Shit, you need what you doing? What you waiting on Earl? You want Earl to do everything? Nah, I want to see you fight Ennis. I want to see you fight this. Me personally, like, nah, bro, go ahead and wait. You just stay right there. You stay right where you at. You ain't gotta do shit. You ain't gotta do no lifting, light lifting, heavy lifting. You ain't gotta do none of that shit. You just stay right where you at. Right where you at. And Earl Spence gonna come see you. I just find it odd, bro, that the day after, or not even the day, like a couple of days after we see Earl Spence come here at a local fight in Dallas, a couple of days before, Earl Spence is saying, look, man, I'm gonna beat Ugas, and then I want to go get that other belt too. And then a couple of days later, here go Terence Crawford. Well, if I can't get the Earl Spence fight, I want this fight. I want, I'll move up and fight you. What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? Why not just say, oh, he said that shit? I bet. I want that shit too. And salute to Mr. Mechanical in that super chat. Keep it going, homie. I appreciate you, bro, with that $2 in the super chat. Coach Joe says, last of a dying breed, you forever a real one, KO. I appreciate that, Coach Joe. I don't know any other way to be than to give my honest opinion and assessment on all this shit, bro. And so the timing of that shit, like, I don't know who he got advising him. Well, I do know Bo Mack and Bernie the Boxer and all them dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you got somebody smart advising, they're gonna be like, look, man, he just called you out. He just said you next. You need to fire back at him. Now, instead, he like, yo, if I don't get that fight, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. Why are you even talking about other shit if you really want that fight? Now, I want y'all to really think about that shit. And I see y'all in the building. Smash the like button. My viewers, my shit is off right now. Put your seatbelt on. Don't just ride in my car unsafe and shit, bro. Don't just ride unsafely in my car. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car. I want you to be safe. I want you to be strapped in. All of that shit as we go down this boxing talk road, bro. Smash the like button for me. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Smash that like button so we can get people in here so they can understand, what we got going on over here at Knockout. Yeah, the wife says, thanks for the love, everyone. Yeah. We appreciate y'all, bro. For sure. But, and so why, if you're Terence Bud Crawford, bro, why the timing of this shit? Where's the smart person in his ear to be like, look, man, he called you out. He said you after Ugas, hold him to that shit. Why not a comment like, yeah, I heard Spence say he want the fight. I want the fight too. Matter of fact, I want the winner of him and Ugas. I'm gonna be at that fight. I can't wait to get it popping. Why all the extra shit? Well, if this don't happen, then I'm gonna do this. If I can't get that fight, bro, he already said you're gonna get the fight. He already said you're gonna get the fight. He wants to fight you. So what you talking about this other shit for? And then the unrealisticness of it is, bro, you're not fighting Jermell Charlo or Brian Castano. You won't fight if you Terence Bud Crawford. Number one, you gotta go mess with the PBC, bro. You gotta go mess with C. Number two, you gotta come to the realization, bro, that if you go over there, you're not fighting anyone first other than Errol Spence Jr., bro. They gonna freeze you out, fam. They gonna freeze your ass smooth out, bro. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. TJ says KO because they've been going back and forth for years. That shit is getting old. I hear you, TJ, and I feel that because it's getting old for me. I'm tired of talking about the fight. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, TJ. I'm tired of talking about hypotheticals and shit too because I want to break this shit down and let y'all know who I think gonna win. But I can't do that shit because y'all know we only do the shit the week of the fight. And y'all be sure to tune in Friday. We got a fire ass lineup, bro. We got 6 fights coming to y'all that we breaking down and predicting. Y'all see the prediction record? Everybody in here that rock with me know that shit real, know that it's still up there. And we got a lot of fire. We got a Robeisy Ramirez prediction coming to you. Got the Josh Taylor fight coming to you. Gary Antoine Russell, of course. Chris Colbert, of course. Jerwin Ancajas is going to be in action, the super flyweight champion. I got Lawrence Okoli on deck. Bro, so much fire-ass fights, bro. So many fire-ass fights. And y'all see we got 221 right and 44 wrong so far on the channel. Playlist is still up there. So y'all be sure to tune in Friday night. We're going to be cooking, bro. We're going to be cooking. But the thing is, let me get you on that one too. So you can I'm finna give the homie BFTB 2 straps. You're gonna have 2 straps. Case of boy, you about to get strapped up too, bro. You about to get strapped up too. Let me get Case of boy right. Let me get you right, bro. All right, you straight now. Dundada, what up, bro? And salute to my brother Travis Taylor Miller in that super chat. It says critical hit with the $5 super sticker, man. I appreciate you showing love, bro. And so if you Terence Bud Crawford, bro, I just need you to just stop with all the extra shit, bro. Don't be talking about moving up and none of that shit, bro. No one's gonna duck you, dog. I don't mean to sound I ain't trying to sound arrogant and shit, bro, but ain't no dude repping Dallas like that, bro. No one's ducking the fade from Omaha, bro. I know that might make some Omaha brothers and sisters mad, but bro, we no real ones. We ain't ducking the bro. Earl ain't ducking the fade from Bud, bro. He not. You going to predict the Joseph Adorno fight? Send it to me, Kano. I can add that to the list because I'm doing the show by myself on Friday, so I can add an extra one, bro. I didn't even know he was fighting. That's the dude that Jermaine Ortiz just fought, and he dropped Jermaine Ortiz twice, and Jermaine Ortiz got up and boxed his way to a draw. I know exactly who Adorno is. He had some weight issues and shit, though. I hope he got that shit under control, bro. But yeah, I'll do that shit. Just text me. Text me that shit and I'll do it, bro, on Friday. Is that if that fight's this week, bro, I'll do it. Just let me know. Just shoot me a text message, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we gotta get at with Bud, bro. We gotta get some consistency going. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get some this Saturday. All right, Kano. Hit me behind the scenes, bro. And my co-host is in here. KQKC Boxing Network. What up, brother? What up, OG? He in the building. Listen, y'all go subscribe to KQKC, BFTB, Kano Loco, all these brothers. The thing with KQKC though, he live every day, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. If it's a fight on, he calling that hoe. He calling it better than ESPN. All you gotta do is just put your shit on mute and turn his shit on. And then me and him, we go live together every Sunday morning. So you can catch me and KQKC live every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Every single Sunday morning, bro. Every single Sunday morning, we will be right there. So when Terence Crawford becomes more consistent and stop doing all the extra shit, that's when all the questions about whether or not he really wants the fight will come, because it ain't no hate, bro. Like, I don't hate him, bro. He got an exciting ass style. He fun to watch. He seemed like he a killer in that ring. It's just that when you keep telling me different shit, and I got the other fighter telling me the same shit, bro, I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up with you, bro? Why is you running around here saying all this weird shit, doing a bunch of different ass shit? I got the message, Kano. I'm gonna check it out. Iron Alvarez. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna check that one out and I'm gonna get it done, bro. And so I didn't like to hear that. Like, I don't like fighters. Like, when you got food on your plate, right? I don't like you talking about what's next and shit. I don't like that shit. When you got food on your plate and that food is trying to come towards you, like, I don't like that shit. Calvin Johnson, it's right here, bro. It's right here under my chin, bro. $ knockout boxing 86. Appreciate you, bro. I don't like that. Like, I don't like when fighters seem like they not focused on the task at hand or what's in front of them. So I don't know, man. Like just get more consistent. Stop talking about moving up to 154. You literally one fight away from undisputed, and you talking about moving up. D-Ray, what up, bro? So let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that if you Terence Bud Crawford. Let's keep the undisputed train going, because we can get that shit at the end of the year if he act like he got some sense, bro. Tim Muse, the Skywalker, back in that super chat with the $5. I'm trying to read. I got a lag over here on my YouTube, bro. Hold on. Let me see what the super stick is so I can see it. Good job. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. What up, 254 Dunson? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. 254, that's like, is that Killeen, bro? That's like the Killeen area, right? Down there in Killeen, Texas, or some shit down south Texas or something. My bad if I got the area code wrong, but that's what it's saying. That's what I think I remember, bro. KQKC Box Never everyone chat. Okay, I got you, KQ. Too much money to not be in Vegas. If you talking about Terence Crawford and Earl Spence, I agree. We don't want no home games. Had that shit in Vegas at the Raiders Stadium. That'll be a perfect first fight for the new Raiders Stadium over there in Vegas, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we cool with road games. You know what I'm saying? I like road games. I don't want no excuses, bro. I want no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I didn't like to hear that, man. And then another thing we'll touch on, then we'll move on to Canelo, because we got to talk about Canelo, bro. We got to talk about Canelo. I know I got some Canelo fans here, so I need y'all to come tell me what the hell is up with your boy, bro. I need y'all to tell me what the hell is up with your. Yeah, I thought so, bro. I thought so. I had my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law in the army. He was stationed in Fort Hood and shit. And I remember, calling back and forth and talking to him. I remember it was 254 area code, bro. Yeah. So I heard they talking about boycotting the fight. And this is the inconsistent shit I'm talking about, bro. The hating ass sucker shit that I'm talking about, bro. Just for lack of a better word. You got Team Terence Crawford talking about boycotting the Errol Spence Udinese Ugas fight. Facts, BF. Like, how you do that, bro? So, as boxing fans, I hear you, TJ. We're gonna talk. Yoda Wise, of course, says, man, F Dirty Red. TJ, I'm just gonna lay out the facts, bro, and then I just need answers to my questions, bro. So that's a boycotting unification fights now. You know how crazy that sounds to me as like a boxing fan. Like, yeah, I got some fighters that I like more than others, but if we boycotting unifications, that means we ain't getting no fights this weekend. Like, if that's the level that we gonna go to where we gonna, all right, bro, I'm boycotting. I don't want to watch no unification. 3-belt unification. I ain't trying to watch that shit. That means no fights. That means we ain't watching shit this weekend, bro. We ain't watching nothing this weekend. W_right side. What up, bro? I see you. Salute to you, bro. Yeah, welcome back. I appreciate that, man. It's good to be back. I tell you that much. So, yeah, Charles, that's what I'm saying, Charles. Like, how we doing that shit now? Like, I understand it might not be the fight you want next, but you realize somebody had to fight Ugas to get the undisputed. Bobo says, to me, no one should have even echoed that mess. This stuff makes zero sense unless the party calling for the boycott doesn't want the fight. Damn. Thank Father, what up? Damn, that's tough. Thank Father, you always rocking out, bro. Let me get you a. All right, thank Father, use it wisely, bro. With great power comes great responsibility. You understand? With great power comes great responsibility. So be sure to use that shit wisely. You know what I'm saying? So you know how big of a hater you gotta be to want to boycott a fight that gets your guy one step closer to undisputed. So your guy ain't even gotta do shit, right? If you Team Crawford, your guy ain't gotta do shit but sit and wait, and he one fight away from undisputed, while the other guy gets more wear and tear on his body. You know what I'm saying? Has to go fight another tough opponent and shit. Why would you be mad at that? If the guy that you want to win gets to rest, sit back, chill, relax, and the other guy got to take a tough ass fight, and that's the fight you want to boycott. You know how delusional and how crazy that shit sound, bro? Like if we gonna boycott that, how come they weren't saying like, yo, we need to boycott Terence Crawford versus Evgeny Kalvanauskas? Why that wasn't the fight that we need to boycott, right? Why we don't need to boycott that or Crawford versus Porter? See, and that's the difference. Like, I'm a fan of both, but I remember a lot of Errol Spence supporters and a lot of Errol Spence fans. Oh man, Crawford versus Porter, that's a great fight, bro. That's a great fight. I can't wait to see it. You know, to steal my brother BF's name. That's the best fighting the best, right? That's two of the best in the welterweight division getting it on. I'm there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the energy that was had when Terence Crawford got his big moment, his big fight. But now this energy, now that spent, like, you understand how real the hate got to be for you to want to boycott somebody just because they going for unification. Like, who the hell, like, what that shit sound like? Yeah, yo, I'm finna, man, we should boycott the shit out of Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez. We should have boycotted that shit. That was a 3-belt unification or a 2-belt unification, right? Or yo, let's boycott Stephen Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. You know how dumb that sounds? Salute to my brother Batman in the building. He did say that, Don Dada, and that's my problem, bro. That's my problem, right? So He said, nah, Crawford, and I ain't talking about what Crawford said. Team Crawford. Somebody on his team said that we should boycott the fight, but we can stick on that for a second, Dundada. He says, nah, Crawford said the fans should not support any fight but the Crawford versus Spence fight. Why didn't he say that when he was fighting Sean Porter? It's that selective ass memory shit for me, Dundada. He wasn't when it was his turn to fight, right? When it was on Crawford, when it was on Bud and Spence was on the shelf, he was hurt, he couldn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't move around or get a fight because he was healing and training and shit, waiting to see, you know, what was gonna happen with the whole Ugas mandatory tournament situation. And when it was on Crawford and all eyes was on him on November, he didn't say, man, I'm not fighting Spence. Nobody should support me. Nobody should support me. I'm not fighting Spence. And the only fight fans should support is me versus Spence. He didn't say that shit when he had a fight because, see, all eyes was on him. He was shining. He was in the driver's seat. But the moment that shit turned, the moment that shit go in a way that he didn't like, then all of a sudden, now we should boycott Terence. Now we should boycott Errol Spence versus Ugas. Mind you, all Crawford was fighting in was a one belt. So if we talking boycott shit and we talking about big fights, right? He didn't call for people to boycott him versus Sean Porter. Big fight. But if we just talking facts, that was a WBO mandatory defense with one belt on the line. He didn't call him, his team. Nobody called for anybody to boycott that shit. No one called for fans not to support that shit, right? None of them did, bro. None of them called for that shit. So with that being said, how you gonna say that that's a cool fight, that's a good fight, and then a 3-belt unification between two welterweight champions, one of which just be the legend in Manny Pacquiao, the other one has a good resume, damn near great resume, already building up and going belt after belt in Errol Spence. So you got two champions fighting each other for 3 belts on the line, putting the division one step closer to undisputed, and that's the fight that we should boycott. Meanwhile, when the other fighter was fighting a mandatory title defense against Sean Porter, that's a great fight. That's some shit that we should be supporting. So that's my issue, Dundada. That's the problem, bro. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And then that's another one. That's a great point. Y'all, when nobody saying boycott the Kell Brook fight, I just don't understand all the emotions, facts, bro. Like, what's up with all the emotions? Do we really like real talk? Do some of y'all really like boxing like that? Like, do you really mess with boxing? Cause see, I really love the sport. That shit is undeniable, bro. Anybody that rock with me, anybody in here, they know that we love the sport over here, bro. And so I find myself wondering, like, do you dudes really like the sport like that? Or do you just hate someone so bad, bro, that you don't even care how big the fight is or how good the fight can be? I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. Because you know what I would do? You know what I would do, bro? If Terence Bud Crawford, and y'all know how I give it up, if he was fighting Yordenis Ugas, man, bro, y'all saw when he was fighting Sean Porter. I was like, hell yeah, bro. This is going to be a damn good fight. Big up the fight and everything. It's a great fight. No hating my blood for that, man. But they got to stop with the bullshit because this shit like that'll make Al Heyman or make somebody say, man, you know what? Forget that, bro. Y'all always hating. I ain't trying to get no bread with no hater. Who the hell want a hater around them, bro, that's been hating on you the whole time? Like, that shit lame to me. So hopefully, man, he need to tell certain members on his team to shut the hell up. What Ricky talking about? Ricky say, truth is, some of y'all favorite fighter a hoe. Damn. Blame everyone but themselves. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying, Ricky. Y'all go subscribe to Ricky, man. He doing great work over there, dog. Putting it down, bro. Putting it down for sure. And so that's my whole issue, bro. The inconsistency is with the messages as we talked about earlier. 1 minute you want to fight, 1 minute you don't. Spence ducking you, then you come out and say he ain't ducking you. You say that you knew that he had the Ugas fight and that you talked to him and y'all both really wanted to fight and all that shit, bro. And then now you talking about moving up to 154 when you one fight away from undisputed, bro. He didn't do this shit at 140, bro. He wasn't talking about moving up to 147 until the job was done. And all I'm asking as a fight fan, bro, cut that bullshit out. Stop talking about moving up until the job is done, bro. Get that shit done. If you're going to beat the shit out of Errol Spence, bro, take the fight and beat his ass if you can beat his ass. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But let's talk about Canelo Alvarez, bro. Let's switch gears a little bit, man. Let's go to Canelo'S, man. Let's talk about Canelo. So I posted, I'm still paying attention and shit. I'm still, trying to do my thing and see what we can do to hold on, what's going on? Okay, see what we can do to make the channel better, bro. And so I'm studying this shit. I'm looking at shit, and I'm coming across this Canelo shit. For those y'all that don't know, quick recap: he got a 2-fight deal on the table for Showtime right now, $100 million guaranteed to fight both Charlo and Benavidez. They'll both be on pay-per-view, and he'll get pay-per-view revenue and all of that shit. Then he got another 2-fight deal on the table: Dimitri Bivol, Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. That fight is for $85 million guaranteed. All right. Plus, it'll be on the DAZN pay-per-view, but the DAZN don't believe in pay-per-view, but all of a sudden they believe in pay-per-view now. But that's a whole nother situation. W_Rightside says, no Canelo talk. Somehow it always takes over the convo. We're not gonna let it, bro, but we gotta talk about it a little bit. It do take over the conversation quite a bit. You ain't lying about that, though. You ain't lying about that. So this is the post. I found it, bro. This is what I said, right? I said the length some of you try to go through to protect your favorite fighters is pathetic. Canelo is literally thinking. I said thinking about, right? I ain't say he did it yet. Canelo is literally thinking about turning down a guaranteed $100 million and instead taking a guaranteed $80 to $85 million. And some of you are still making excuses for him rather than calling the move exactly what it is, right? Then I go on to say, I can't help but wonder if Demetrius Andrade had an offer to fight Triple G and then Murata for $80 to $85 million guaranteed, and then another offer to fight Canelo and Charlo for $100 million guaranteed, what would Canelo fans call him if he took the offer for less money? Listen, bro. It's simple. There's no way around this. I know some of y'all are Canelo fans. I respect his skill set as well. I'm not a huge fan of Canelo Alvarez. I've never claimed to be. I never will claim to be. But any fighter, bro. It's just an example, Dundada. Since you caught up on that, how about this? How about this, Dundada? Because I know you on your contrarian shit, but it's fine, bro. I rock with you. We can cook. Gervonta Davis. $80 to $85 million on the table right now, guaranteed money to fight Jojo Diaz and Javier Fortuna. $80 to $85 million. $100 million guaranteed on the table right now to fight Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. If he takes a deal for $80 to $85 million, what we calling him the next day, bro? What we calling him the next day? Calling him a duck, right? So, like, you can't make excuses for this shit, bro. Because you got to understand, like, TJ says he might want the Triple G fight. He said he never wanted to fight Triple G again already, though. He said he didn't want to fight Triple G no more. Am I tripping? I don't know. T says business move. Charlo and I think it means Benavidez will still be on the table 2 years from now, and it will be worth more. That's the only reason I see. I don't know, bro. Because Triple G and Bivol will still be there too. Or if Bivol, let's say Bivol takes on Beterbiev and loses, or Bivol, he got Zerto Ramirez problems right now. Zerto Ramirez is coming down the pipe, and he really wants that fight. All that money gonna be there. All the money will be there regardless. It's Canelo, bro. Either way, the money gonna be there. So I don't think that can be the reason. I have yet to get a good answer as to if he's not ducking by taking $15 to $20 million less. What is it, bro? If that's not considered a duck, then what are we talking about? Like, give me a good reason. I'm really looking for one, bro. Says, I agree, Teach. I think Canelo going to end up fighting all those guys. Maybe, but all we have is the information in front of us. And right now, why take the less money? If he does that, again, it's a big if. If he does that, why would you take the money, bro? Why would you take less money? You can't make that shit make sense. I can only imagine if other fighters with another name, let's say a fighter whose name rhymes with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Devin Haney has the same type of deal 2-fight deal. I get Vasily Lomachenko and I get Gervonta Davis, $100 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view money. Or I can go take on Nakatani and Richard Comey for $80 to $85 million, bro. What are people gonna be calling him if he take less money, dog? What are people gonna be calling him? Amarillo A, salute, says, what is worth more than money? Legacy. So this is why you got to be careful with because I'm not just a casual fan, right, Murillo? So are we gonna act like Bivol didn't look like? First of all, are we gonna act like Bivol didn't look like trash in his last 2 fights against Craig Richards and Salamov? I believe the guy's name was. He looked like hot trash in those fights. That's the first thing. Second thing, are we gonna act like Canelo didn't beat Triple G twice already? I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing. Oh, we gonna get there, forefather. We getting there. That's the last topic of the show. We gonna get there, bro. We gonna talk Tank and Floyd. I got a lot to say on that. Just stay tuned, bro. Just stay tuned. So when you talk legacy, what makes legacy? Doing some shit you ain't did before and silencing critics, right? A lot of people say X fighter can beat Y fighter and you go prove them wrong, right? And no disrespect to Russia, no disrespect to Dmitry Bivol, but the 2 biggest fan bases in boxing, we talking legacy, right? And money, right? The 2 biggest fan bases in boxing are the Mexican fan base and the Black American fan base. And it's a lot of, I didn't say I was one of them, because there was a lot of people on that Caleb Plant train. I said, nah, Canelo gonna beat the shit out of him. Canelo gonna beat him up. He gonna stop him late. Caleb Plant ain't ready for this level. I don't know what I think about Charlo and Canelo yet, because the fight ain't been made. But what I do know is this: I've been following boxing long enough to know, and I've been on this YouTube long enough to know. Even before I had a channel, I was checking people's channels out, and I've been doing this shit long enough to know that there are some, if not a lot of people, that believe Charlo will give him trouble. And the fight is bigger because Charlo has a fan base that Dmitry Bivol does not. Okay, and you put Canelo's fan base with Charlo fan base, that fight is absolutely positively huge. It's huge. There's no denying. It's a way bigger fight, legacy-wise, money-wise, everything for Canelo Alvarez. So you have a chance to solidify your legacy. Everyone, that's what people try to knock him on, right? Man, Canelo, man, he don't want to fight no athletic fighter. He ducked Jamal Charlo at 160. He been ducking Demetrius Andrade. He a duck, and then you say, all right, I'm ducking what, man? Let me get this $100 million, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Drink more water. Salute, brother. So when you look at it like that, and I don't care what you tell me, bro, like you cannot get around the point of he making less money. Anytime you take a fight for less money, we have to go as to why. Is it a bigger fight? Do you get more money? No. Do you gain more legacy by beating Dmitry Bivol? No. Do you gain more legacy by beating Triple G again? No. Like I don't understand the conversation that some of you guys are trying to have as it pertains to Canelo Alvarez. Like people say Charlo looked like trash against Montiel. Well, Bivol looked like trash his last 2 fights. And I'm sorry, like, you know, tell me if I'm tripping. But are there wins? Y'all let me know in the comment section because I'm just a guy on YouTube. Are there wins on Dmitry Bivol's resume that are better than Julian J. Rock Williams? Or that are better than Derevyanchenko, or that are better than Austin Trout? Like we acting like Jamal Charlo didn't fight these guys? Like that's what we doing? Who has Dmitry Bivol beat that's better than Derevyanchenko, Austin Trout, or Julian J. Rock Williams? I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking. Pascal, the steroid user? Come on, bro. Come on, Joe Smith Jr., no disrespect. He a champion now, bro. He a champion, but slow Joe, his hands are slow, his feet are slow. He doesn't have much defense at all, and he can only fight one way. The skills ain't up to par, Dundada. Come on, dog. You know. Come on, bro. Come on. Like, remember who you talking to, Dundada. Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not act like a dude that was 18-2 that didn't really want to be in there wasn't giving Joe Smith some issues in his last fight. And Joe Smith Jr. isn't nearly as skilled as Derevyanchenko. He's not nearly as skilled as Austin Trout was. He's not nearly as skilled as Julian J. Rock Williams. Got a better chin, but come on, bro. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's keep it. Let's keep it a buck, and let's remember who we got on the other side of this microphone, bro. You can't just throw shit out there with me. You damn sure can't throw Pascal out there. Pascal don't believe in his own skills. That's why he be juicing and shit, bro. That's why he be juicing and shit. Smith Jr. got, he good, bro. I like his heart and shit. I like his story. Don't get it twisted, but bro, he ain't on them dudes level. Yeah, Dondada. Yeah, great point. I'm glad you put that in there. Who was the first? Who made him chinny? Who made Julian J. Rock chinny? Who made him chinny? Had he already been knocked out before Jamal Charlo put pause on him? I'm just asking, bro. I don't know. I'm just asking because I don't really know shit about boxing like that. Who made Julian J. Rock Williams chinny, bro? Who made him chinny? Because the Julian J. Rock I remember before he fought Charlo, he was boxing circles around everybody. He was the one that nobody want to see J. Rock. Matter of fact, he was so confident, he was boxing on Charlo. And then Charlo blocked his shit and uppercutted him with the same hand, and his shit been gone ever since. Jerry Hurd didn't make him chinny ball. He beat the shit out of Jerry Hurd, bro. He beat the shit out of Jerry Hurd. So, it is what it is, bro. Like, for me as a fight fan, again, I don't even know. Yeah. See, I know I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. So just again, bro, like, I'm asking as a boxing fan, as a fight fan, Canelo, don't do this, bro. Don't take less money because you're giving yourself away. That's my point, TJ. I ain't saying one is better than the other, but I'm saying one of them gets you 15 to 20 million more dollars, bro. So what is it that you see in Bivol that you're willing to take a whole fight's worth of money less, bro? Let's keep it a buck. Canelo just started getting these 25, 30, 40 million dollar paydays, but 15 to 20 million dollars, that's a huge check, bro. That's like 2, 3, 4 fights for most fighters. And I don't give a damn how rich you are. Everybody can use an extra 15 to 20 million, dog. And that's my point. You never heard, you can go catch the playback, rewind it and shit. I never said Charlo had a better resume than Bivol. That ain't what I'm saying. They on par. You can make arguments either way to fit whatever narrative you want to fit. But one thing you can't argue about is that when you take less money to fight the same amount of fights, bro, it's for a reason. Either you don't like the skill set of those fighters that you're turning down, or your trainer don't like the skill set. And so it is what it is. And yeah, I know we ain't saying here, TJ, these are all ifs, but why is it taking so long, bro? It's a no-brainer to me, like on some warrior shit, right? On some champion shit, on some I'm trying to be the best shit. It's a no-brainer to me. Oh, I don't care who I fight. I'm the man. I'm gonna beat all their ass. Oh, but you want me to fight these two over here for 85 million? But you want me to fight these two over here for 100 million? Shit, I'm gonna take the 100, I'm gonna beat their ass, and I'm gonna come back to you and I'm gonna get the 85. I'm gonna beat their ass because I'm all about that money and that legacy, right? That's your opinion, Dundada. And if you think Bivol is better than both of them, that's your argument to make, bro. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I like Bivol. I think he's a good boxer. I think he's small for 175 pounds. I think there's less weight that Canelo has to cut. So as a result, he'll be stronger and bigger than probably even Bivol. And I believe, like, let's keep it a buck. Like Charlo, Benavidez, they bigger than Bivol, bro. They bigger than him, dog. They bigger than him, bro. They fight at 160 and 168 respectively, but they bigger, bro. They bigger, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. W_ right side. Come on, KO. If Canelo goes for undisputed at 175, he getting even more for Charlo and anyone else. I understand that. I understand part of what you said, bro, but it kind of lost me a little bit. Retype it. the word that is tripping me up a little bit. Come on, KO. If Canelo go for undisputed at 175, that he getting even more for Charlo and anyone else. Retype it W underscore because I wanna address it, bro. I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying correctly, bro. Feel what I'm saying? So just retype it in the chat and we'll get to it, bro. What's your point? Number one fact says Canelo is going to punish Bivol. I ain't picking the fight yet. I think, and that's the thing, bro. Like, I ain't even tripping on the Bivol fight. It's really, okay, I got you. Come on, KO. If Canelo goes for undisputed at 175, then he's getting even more for Charlo and anyone else. But he's not doing that though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's going to 175. If he takes the DAZN deal, right? I'm going to 175 to fight Bivol. Right? Then I'm gonna come back down to 168. I'm not gonna take the champion from 160. Like, keep this in mind. Like, let me break it down for you, right side, because it's a great point, bro. And I understand where you're coming from, but this is how my mind's thinking, because everything I'm saying is thought out, right? So I'm gonna go fight Bivol. Great fight, good fight. I ain't tripping on that shit. It's the second fight for me, and here's why. I'm gonna go fight Bivol, right? And I'm taking him on for less money. If he were going to fight Bivol, y'all, for 80 to 85 million, and then was like, yeah, and then my second fight, I'm gonna try to go fight Beterbiev versus Joe Smith Jr. winner, I'd be like, shit, that's big boy moves. I mean, shit, undisputed again. You gotta respect that shit. It is what it is. But the fact that you're gonna go up to 175, grab a belt from Bivol if you beat him, right? Then you're gonna come back down to 168 and defend your belt. Okay, you're gonna defend your belt. You're gonna choose Triple G, a dude you already beat, bro, who's on the other age of 40, instead of the undefeated 100, instead of pulling up the undefeated 160-pound fighter. Instead of pulling up the undefeated 160-pound fighter that you've never been in the ring with, that people have been calling for you to fight for years, you pull up the 160-pound fighter that you already beat for a trilogy fight that ain't nobody asking for. Furthermore, even pulling one of those up, you got a dude that's undefeated that lost his champion he lost his belt to the nose powder, the nose candy, but he undefeated. Everybody say that he a savage and he really the best at 168 other than you. You ain't fighting him at 168 either. You're going to go up to 175, go back down to 168, and pull up Triple G. So the whole undisputed at 175 thing, bro, like, nah, I'm not with that shit, bro. I'm not with that. And I don't think y'all should be either. And that's bullshit, Dundada. Y'all know how we do, bro. That ain't fucking Charlo fight. I mean, that ain't Canelo fault. And if he take the Charlo fight and he beat the shit out of Charlo, I don't want to hear shit about Charlo being undisciplined. I don't want to hear shit about, Canelo waited Charlo out. How the hell you wait somebody out that's your same age? Y'all know, like, bro, I ain't on that shit over here, Dundada. We don't, like, whoever saying that, they wrong, bro. They wrong. If Canelo fights Charlo and beats his ass, he should get full credit, bro. Charlo's lack of discipline, his inability to stay out of trouble, his him wanting to party, all of that shit. Just like Earl Spence Jr. partying and maybe not being as disciplined, he came up and he said that's his fault. He took responsibility for that shit. Charlo's a grown ass man. His actions, his responsibility is on him. So you at the right channel, because I ain't gonna be nobody that's saying that, and I ain't never said that shit. That ain't how we doing it, bro. That ain't how we doing it. Prize Fight TV, salute to you. He say only people that want Canelo versus Triple G is DAZN and his fans, bro. And his fans. Drink More Water says, yeah, no excuse at this point. Charlo been waiting on the smoke for years. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. But we can't, like, we wouldn't get, like, real talk, we wouldn't get nobody else a pass, bro. Like Dundada, like, real talk, bro. And this I ain't trying to throw slugs at you or shots at you or nothing, but I got a good memory, bro. You the same dude that you really be on Earl Spence about the Terence Crawford shit, which, I believe is dead wrong, and it's proven with facts. But this Canelo shit, like, you trying to make excuses for it, bro. And if Earl Spence Jr. had a 2-fight deal to move up to 154, fight Brian Castano or Jermell Charlo, if whoever won that fight, and then backdoor that with Jerry Hurd, but he got a deal worth $20 million more to fight Terence Crawford and then Josh Taylor at 147 and he took the deal for less money, bro, I know damn well, Dundada, you be calling him a duck, bro. And see, that's where, and maybe that's as a father, TJ, and as somebody that holds fighters to the highest standard, bro. Maybe that's a flaw, or maybe you right and I'm wrong, or I'm right and you wrong. But that statement right there, bro, both were legit options. I won't be upset either way. As a father, bro, like as somebody with a family, like the standard is the standard, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you bring me home grades, 85 or better, B plus or better, you good. Anything under B plus, we got issues. Anything under B plus, we got issues. You got to go to tutoring and shit. Phones getting took, iPads getting took, video game system, all that shit is mine, bro. I'm playing Call of Duty. You don't get to play no more, right? The standard is the standard. So just because Canelo might be making an 80 in this analogy, right? Maybe he making an 80 and all the, I'm gonna open him up, W_ right side. Maybe he making an 80 and everybody else making a 65 or a 70. He might got better grades than everybody we talking about, bro. But my standard is my standard, bro. And it ain't gonna change for Tank Davis, Canelo, Charlo, Andrade, Frank Martin, Devin Haney, William Zepeda, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, Chocolatito, Vasily Lomachenko. I don't give a damn, bro. So I know me, and I know any of them fighters that I named, and any fighter that you could think of on the top of your head, bro. If they come up this mug and they tell me, look, man, or you give me a report and they like, look, yo, 100, he turning down 100 million to take 85 million for the same amount of fights. I'm gonna be like, bro, why? He ducking who he don't want to smoke with? Who he don't want to smoke with? So that's just me, TJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel you, bro. Like, cause I've heard that a lot. Like, yo, like both of these, like, these ain't bad fights, and ain't none of them bad fights. That's not what I'm saying, bro. But my standard is my standard for all these dudes. And you can't take less money. You know what I'm saying? You can't take less money because that shit perceived as weakness. Like, and then who the hell, like, and this the same dude, like, you got to put all this shit together. So we got the franchise shit at 160 against the same fighter. Now you being offered to fight this fighter for even more money, and you still don't want the fight. And you the same dude that told us, look, man, if Caleb Plant pull out the fight, you know what I'm saying? I want to fight a fighter for the same amount of money, even if it's a replacement opponent. So the same guy that wants to fight a replacement opponent for the same purse that he will fight for undisputed. Now he's the guy that's gonna take on a tougher competition, perceived to be a tougher competition for less money. That shit don't make sense to me, bro. It don't compute in my head, dog. Like, in one breath, less than 6 months ago, you wanted to fight replacement opponent. If Caleb Plant got hurt, COVID, whatever, and they had the replacement opponent, you wanted to fight a replacement opponent for the same purse in the same deal that you were getting Caleb Plant. And now what Canelo fans are trying to get me to believe is that Bivol is a tougher fight, and the same guy that wanted to fight some replacement opponent for the same purse is now the guy that in his mind is going to take a tougher fight for less money. Y'all might think Canelo and Bivol is a tough fight for Canelo. You might think Bivol is better than Jamal Charlo, but if Canelo takes this fight with Bivol, he's telling you to your face, he don't believe you, bro. He doesn't believe you, dog. He don't. Because if he believed you based on his actions, he go get the extra 15, 20 million for the easier opponent. James, salute to you. He says, salute. I love the show. More impressed on how yourself on other platforms. No matter if you agree or disagree, you always come with the heat and facts. That's all I ever try to do, bro. I appreciate you for that. That's all I ever try to do. So that's where I'm at with it, y'all. Like, call it what you want. You know what I'm saying? Call it whatever it is. Let me see what my brother talking about, man. Says the fan, I don't care what they get paid or their splits. That's my point. Without know the purse, Bivol and Triple G is just as good as Charlie. I feel that, but and you got fans that say that. You got fans that'll say that, but to me, TJ, I just feel like the information is there, right? It's on me and it's on us to educate us. Like, I don't never hear basketball fans talking about, look, man, I don't care about what goes on outside the court and shit. I don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? All I want to see is the game. Nah, bro, they talk free agency trades and shit. All that shit. Same with football. Like, I was just having a conversation on another platform. Like, Dallas Cowboys, like, Zeke Elliott make too much damn money. We can't do shit. He make too much money. So I like to educate myself on all the boxing because I want to know why fights don't happen, bro. And you can't find out why fights don't happen without talking about the business of boxing, bro. If it was ran smoothly and we were getting the fights that we want to get, and all the top fighters were fighting each other and shit, bro, then yeah, dog, like we wouldn't really have to talk business because the business is getting taken care of. You don't have to worry about shit like that in the NFL, bro. You don't have to worry about shit because the shit is ran properly and the best teams always end up playing each other, bro. In boxing, we have to worry about the money, the business, the politics, all that shit because we ain't getting what we want, dog. And that's why I talk about it. That's why I try to study. That's why I try to understand what's going on because I want to know why the hell I ain't getting what I want to get. I ain't the type to just roll over and accept some shit that I don't want just because somebody trying to give it to me, bro. And just because you trying to sell me on some shit and I don't want the shit, I'm gonna find out why I'm not getting what I want, bro. Salute to my brother Leandro Guthrie Jr. with that $10 in the super chat, bro. It's too bad it took a bad car accident for Spence to refocus. I agree with that. What if his head isn't ever the same? You hit your head, it does some bad shit. You think he's all good now? Question mark. I'm not so sure. First of all, I appreciate that $10. But if you ever come back in my chat with that San Francisco 49ers avatar again, bro, we gonna have problems. All right? It's Dallas Cowboy Nation over here, dog. You understand what I'm saying, Leandro? It's Dallas Cowboys Nation, bro. Don't do that to me, man. Don't make me, your nice gesture and shit, donating to the channel and shit, dropping that $10. I appreciate that shit. Don't make me read that shit. Then I gotta see the 49ers who beat our ass, bro. With sorry ass Jimmy G, bro. Okay, Leandro, that shit's wrong, bro. I don't like that shit, man. You make me feel some type of way. What up, K-Rod? I see you. The Coven boy says, Cowboys, son, all day, bro. Yeah, Mr. Lightning's World. We'll win next year, damn it. We do that shit every year. Leandro, I'm just messing with you, bro. But I am a diehard Cowboys fan, and y'all did beat our ass. The better team won. Yada, yada, yada. But, it is what it is. But to your question, bro. My thing with this whole situation that you talking about, I trust everybody to do their job, right? Drink more water, forget you, dog. Forget you, bro. Don't do us like that, dog. Boy, say we piss at mediocrity. It's fucked up, man. That ain't right, bro. The assassin DJ, I can't believe you ain't got no damn wrench, bro. Why you ain't say nothing, dog? You always in this mud showing love, bro. Rams best team. Yeah, they did their thing, bro. They did their thing. Drink more water, say. We piss mediocrity, though. That's fucked up, bro. Yeah, those fighting words, right side, but he the brother, though. So we gonna let him make it, man. DeCoven says, Tank would not have the same drive he has now without Mayweather. And y'all go ahead, if you haven't voted yet, go ahead and Bun Quick, salute to you, bro. Go ahead and vote on the whatchamacallit, on the poll, because we're gonna get to that, man. I'm gonna open up the panel for that shit, man. I'm opening up the panel for that shit. So if you want to hop on with me, man, you can hop on with me. If you never been up here before, my rule is you got to show your face if I don't know you, so I can make sure you ain't on no troll shit, and then we can cook. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get to that here in a moment. But back to Leandro, though, and salute Leandro again in that super chat. So my thing is this, bro. We got to trust people to do their job, right? So if the doctor say he good, if the doctor say Spence is good, bro, then, it is what it is. It is what it is. Then we got to trust that he's good. Now, as far as it being too bad, it took a bad car accident for Spence to refocus, I wouldn't say that, bro, because we all go through shit in our life. I know I've been through shit. I ain't going to get personal with y'all or nothing like that, but certain shit changed me in ways and made me refocus or made me realize what was important. And this shit that, could have ended bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Could have had me out of there, right? And that's the thing that happened to Spence. I would say I look at it the other way, bro, like being thankful that shit, people die from shit like that, bro. Like, what if he had done the responsible thing? Like, just like What if he was responsible and he wore his seatbelt? What if he still drove drunk, which was irresponsible, and he was still speeding, which was irresponsible, but the one thing he remembered to do was put his seatbelt on? Now the shit flipping over on top of it. Why he's still inside? Because he don't get thrown from the car because the seatbelt strapped in, right? So I feel what you're saying. I'm just glad that it refocused him, because you got people that go through shit like that and go right back to what they're doing, right? They get a feeling of invincibility and they don't learn from that shit. So I would say I'm just happy he learned from the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that he has another chance, and I hope he relishes in it. I hope he takes full advantage of it, because everybody don't get that chance, dog. Everybody don't get a chance to bounce back from shit like that. They don't. I don't know what y'all believe in. This ain't, this is a boxing channel and shit. Like, your beliefs are your beliefs, but whether you want to call it luck, whether you want to call it, faith, or whatever you want to call it, that had to happen. Or maybe he still be drinking and partying and not taking his career serious. So that's how I look at it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm glad he is too, Leandro. I'm glad he's able to get back in the ring. But as far as him ever being the same, I'm going to believe he is till he isn't. Because they got doctors and people that check on him, throughout the training camp, and they got to pass so many physicals and shit in order to fight and all that shit. So until he's not the same, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to go into a fight or go into a situation where, he ain't going to be the same, because then you put a built-in excuse in your head and shit. And then even if it's valid, right? Or even if it's even if you be proven to be right, you know what people gonna say, man. They're gonna try to they're gonna try to say, "Oh, you making excuses, or you capping over," because nah, we ain't on that, bro. He fine, he good. I'm riding with that because that's what he said. That's what his team is saying. You feel me? So it is what it is. Dude trying to tell another man how to run his successful business. Oh man, it skipped on me. I was trying to read Black Belt Ben. What you talking about? Black belt. What you got a black belt in, Ben? Anyway, it says dude trying to tell another man how to run his successful business when either don't have their own business or they down on a successful business. What you talking about, bro? Are you talking about Tank Davis? You talking about Tank Davis? How you know I don't have a successful business, bro? You don't know me. You don't know what I do, bro. We good over here. It's taken care of. But I appreciate the comment, man. Hope you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. But if you stick around, I guarantee you all my points gonna be valid. All my points gonna be valid, bro. We only talk with logic and common sense over here, bro. Straight up and down. Dream Water says situations like that is why you can't take the fight. For what's way always talking about letting fights build when your health isn't guaranteed. Facts. I understand that too. But letting the fight build versus going for undisputed, them two different things. So I'm cool with you as long as you fighting champions, fighting the best. Then build the biggest fight builds on this way up to that. Then I'm cool with that. Bobo says make some money on Friday. I'm gonna try to. Yeah. I think it's gonna happen, Leandro. I think it's gonna happen. Right. Plus he beat on Danny Garcia and still wasn't 100. Yeah, man. Like I just wanna. I ain't with that, because when you start making excuses, or even if it's a reason, people gonna view it as an excuse. So he gonna be the same till he isn't, if you ask me. Mr. Lightning World said I got Spence over Ugas, even though Ugas was treating Pac's head like a reflex bag. I don't think he'll be doing that to Spence. We're gonna see. I ain't gonna break it down and predict it yet. So some of the brothers, I know Right Side was asking, salute, what up, Healer of the Mind Body Coach? What up, bro? Salute to you, bro. Salute to my brother Focus Ball in the building, bro. Y'all go subscribe to him too. I think he still got his channel making content and shit. But look, I'm about to drop the link. I'm gonna go over the poll, see what y'all voted on, and then y'all, let's cook on this Tank Davis shit, man, with Floyd Mayweather, bro. Let me drop this link real quick. Drop this link for all my people. All right, link is in the chat, and then I will pin it so people can hop on in a minute. Let me catch this poll. So right now we had 112 votes on the poll. 112 votes on the poll. Should Davis leave Mayweather Promotions? Damn, astonishing, bro. 72% of y'all said, yeah, he should leave Mayweather. 27% of y'all, well, it just changed. So 73 says yes. 27% says no. What I would like, bro, what I would like to have happen is if you disagree, I want to hear from you, bro. I want to hear why you disagree. And I want people up here that agree too. You know what I'm saying? I want people up here that agree too. And so, you know, we can have everybody up here, bro. So the link is in the chat for those y'all that want to come up here and cook. If don't nobody want to come cook, then shit, I'll you know, I'll slide up and cook myself. Salute to my brother. What's up? What up, Focus?
What's up, fam? How you feeling tonight?
Bro, I'm chilling, man. Can't call it, you know, just cooking. Talking a little boxing and shit. How you?
I'm feeling blessed, man. I'm feeling blessed. I actually literally just finished putting together the new Focus ball. I'm about to put it up on my website in just a bit. Upgraded version.
Oh, nice. Nice, bro. But nice.
Check out the website.
Then be swinging back at you and shit, bro. Working on your head movement, all that shit, bro. Yes, sir. Be sure to you should have. Were you wrenched up? Hold on. Let me see if you got a wrench, bro. You find your comment, because that way, if I wrench you up, bro, you can drop that link in the chat. Give me 1 second. Matter of fact, put a link in the. Oh no, here you go, right here. Let me see. Okay, yeah, you should be. No, it's not showing that you are. All right, put another comment in there, Focus, and then that way I can go ahead and wrench you up, and then you'll be able to put a link in the chat, because you can't do it right now because you ain't got no wrench.
Hey, put the weight back over there.
Black Belt Ben says he's a black belt in Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, damn, Black Belt Ben. Salute, Batman. What up, TJ? What up, Right Side? How y'all doing, bro?
What's up, bro?
Knockout, what's up, Knockout? What's up?
KO, welcome.
Happy to be back. Man. You know, just that's cooking, awesome, man. We about to get into this Tank Davis shit, but before we do, let's go to Focus first, man. How much of the show have you heard, bro? Focus, you there?
What's that?
I said, how much of the show have you heard? Have you heard the whole cook or only part of it? Where did you come in?
I literally just stepped in.
All right, I'm gonna go to TJ first, then you can listen in and catch up. Then we'll come back to you, bro. All right, TJ, go ahead, bro. Before we get to the Gervonta Tank Davis stuff, man, if you want to cook on anything else, man, you go ahead. The floor is yours.
I was just gonna talk about Tank, man. Listen, I'm tired of running defense. Tired of running defense for Tank, man. You know, as a constantly Tank is getting bashed, you know, and I gotta say it's nobody's fault but his own. He's not calling out anybody else. He's fighting Rolly Romero. He's 27 years old. He's not, you know, a 23-year-old Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo. He's pushing closer to 30. And everything that he did early in his career, from his performance coming off Liam Walsh in the UK and then completely ragdolling Jose Pedraza when he was undefeated, you know, I was like, damn, this guy's going to be the next one. And he's completely let his career go sidetracked. And whose fault is it? I don't know. People put a lot of blame on Mayweather. Is it his fault? Is it not his fault? I don't know. But constantly running defense for Tank and not being a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy of anybody except boxing, whoever I got money on. But as far as my honest belief in the 135, because 135 is so deep. Next to welterweight, lightweight's got to be one of the deepest divisions. If you were to have a tournament of 6 to 8 to 10 of the top lightweights, I honestly believe, as talented as Tank is, when the smoke clears, the dust settles, Tank would be standing number one. And he's not going to be able to prove that and prove what I think is the truth. He's the best one at 135 because he's fighting Rolly Romero's. He's fighting Mario Barrios at 140. Leo Santa Cruz is at 126. Like, it's disgraceful. And whose fault is it? Is it his? Is it Mayweather? His promotions? Why isn't he trying to unify? Why isn't he trying to fight Loma? Why isn't he calling out Devin Haney for a belt? They say belts don't matter, but then he's got a mandatory against Rolly Romero. So which one is it? I don't know. It's frustrating as a fan. That's, you know, as a fan, that I can only defend him for so long.
I'm gonna try to give you some answers to them questions, man, because I got a lot to say on that shit. A1 Hoops on, my brother Emmanuel in the building. He dropped his link in the chat. Y'all go subscribe to him, bro. Support his channel. He be talking that good basketball shit over there. I'm gonna leave it up for a little bit while my brother right side go ahead and cook. Right side, go ahead, man. Take us away, bro. What you got, man? You can talk Tank Davis like TJ. Whatever it is you want to cook on, man. Floor is yours, brother.
Man, first things first, welcome back, Knockout, man. We done missed you. Salute to you, bro.
I missed y'all, bro. Y'all came in short. Shit, you know what? Hey, I'm finna listen, bro. I'm finna go out of town again. All right. I'm gonna come back next week. I need y'all to show the same. No, I'm fucking around, bro.
No,
I'm
man.
fucking around, bro. But go ahead, man. Floor is yours. K-Rod, I see you.
Hey, man, first thing, man, TJ hit it on the spot, bro. Like, yeah, he hit it dead on the spot, man. And he used a word that I completely agree with. It's disgraceful as far as some of the things that's happening as far as Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather go. But I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Before I get to that, I want to kind of go back to that Canelo talk that you had going on, bro. And I had to say the only thing, bro, so the reason I can't be mad at Canelo, the reason I can't be is because if he go fight Bivol, and I think that's the fight he really wants is Bivol, being that he already a champion, even though, he already a champion at 175. It sets him up to be undisputed since Joe Smith and Better BF is going to have that fight coming. The reason that fight wasn't put next or Triple G's put next is because Triple G, he has his own little personal contract with DAZN. And so they're gonna feed him what he need regardless. And so it's almost a means to an end. Would I prefer for him to see Charlo and Benavidez? Absolutely. That's the fights I want to see. But I can't be mad at the man and say he ducking them if he going to fight Bivol.
Hold on right quick. Hey, Black Belt Ben, bro, you got to use another word. You're going to get me flagged, bro. I'm just going to delete your comment. I ain't going to block you, bro. I'm not going to block you. I'm just going to delete your comment. And you can say whatever you want to say, bro, but just, that N-word, bro, they flag us for that shit. So, go ahead, right side.
No, I was just saying, so I'm not saying the man ducking. I think that, but, and the other thing is after he fights, which I don't want to see the Triple G fight, it chaps my ass for them to even talk about that damn fight, bro, because it's anyway. I think that's just collateral damage as far as trying to get Bivol, and so he'll take that fight. He knows he can win that fight. He's gonna get paid well for it. It's not anything that's gonna be, a real any type of stress toward his life. And then he'll be able to go and fight Better BF because I think Better BF will beat Joe Smith, and then he'll be able to be undisputed at 175. If he becomes undisputed at 175. It's the best thing that can happen for his business because any other fights after that are going to be mega. When you have undisputed champion, the face of boxing, undisputed in 2 different divisions, any other fight that you have is going to be mega fights. He already got mega fights, and they only going to get bigger if he makes that happen. So I don't agree with it, but at the same time, I can't say that the man ducking anybody. I can't say or he's running or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because even after he does that, he get 85, he can always circle back around and go back after some of those other fights that hopefully, and I hope that's what he would do, especially to really solidify his legacy. But that's just my opinion. That's why that's the only reason I'm saying that it's not a duck. It's business. And I think that Eddie Reynoso, the way he look at it is, it's the easiest route, you know what I mean, into becoming an even bigger name.
Okay. So, a couple of things. You said something that I agree with. You said he wants to fight Bivol. He's always wanted to fight Bivol. Why does he want to fight Bivol? Why do you think he wants to fight Bivol instead of Charlo or David Benavidez? Are you there, right side?
Oh, my bad. I was stepping outside. Say that again.
I was saying I agree that when you said he's always wanted to fight Bivol. I understand that. Why do you think that is? What's the reason as to why he wants to fight Bivol? So I agree. He would prefer Bivol over Charlo or Benavidez, but why is that?
So I think that in Bivol's last few fights, he hadn't looked as great as he had before. I think that his power is something Canelo believes he can handle versus, say, a Better BF. I do think that Bivol has pretty decent footwork, But to be 175, I mean, Canelo coming from a lower weight class, his footwork has always been pretty decent anyway. So I think he just feels he has more tools that he can take advantage of Bivol, and that'll be the easiest outside of Joe Smith. I think Joe Smith will be the easiest fight at 175. But I think because Joe Smith and Better Biev already have something going on there, then you take Bivol, in my opinion.
Okay, so when you say an easier fight, or he can take advantage of his tools more, so then you agree that Canelo thinks. Do you? Well, I ain't gonna put words in your mouth. Do you think that Canelo thinks Bivol is an easier fight for him than Jamal Charlo or David Benavidez?
I think that Canelo thinks that fighting Bivol and Triple G is an easier fight than fighting Charlo and Benavidez. So,
okay.
whichever
So
one
if we think that he thinks it's an easier fight to fight those two than fight the other two, and he would be doing it for less money, how do we call that anything other than a duck, bro? So I'm taking the fights that I believe are easier to me, right? And I'm taking them for $15 to $20 million less.
But
how am I not ducking, bro?
The reason it's still not ducking, in my opinion, is because he can't control the package the zone puts together. He wants the Bivol fight to become
undefeated. Yes, he can.
Well,
yes, he can. The zones, and this is a great thing. The Zone, Showtime, ESPN, and this is why I'm on his helmet, bro. Anybody that Canelo calls, he could control them, bro. He can call ESPN right now and say, "Look, I'm fighting Bivol in a one-fight deal with the Zone, and I want to sign a deal with y'all in September since y'all got Beterbiev, because y'all keep telling me this undisputed at 175 shit, but he going back down to 168. When he could very well, he got the power, he got the cachet, and he got the ability to be like, look, I'm fighting Bivol in a one-fight deal with the Zone. I don't want no two-fight deal. I only want a one-fight deal. The Zone ain't gonna tell him no. They're gonna tell him yes. So you fight Bivol, and if you really going for undisputed, like y'all keep trying to tell me, you think if he called Bob Arum and say, look, after I beat Bivol, I want the winner of Joe Smith Jr. and Artur Beterbiev, and I want him in September. If he did that and he called them right now, bro, they would take that shit, bro. They would take that shit. He can get whatever fight he want from 160 to 175. They all answering the phone when Canelo called, dog. But when you got control over who you fight and what you doing, then when you go a lesser route, when you take less money, that's all on you. That ain't because, this deal over here better, or I had to fight Triple G as part of this deal. No one dictate terms to Canelo, bro. They just don't. He the man, bro. He the face of that shit. He just did 800,000 pay-per-view buys. Like, ain't nobody doing numbers like him. He can do what he want. So as a result, bro, when you take on Bivol, and you just told me out your own mouth, he thinks it's an easier fight for him. He can do stuff against Bivol and Triple G that he can't do against Charlo and David Benavidez. So you agree with me that it's an easier route.
I think it's an easier fight. I think it's an combo fight. I think that Charlo, Bivol, both of them can give him trouble. I think if it was Benavidez, Bivol, I think both of them can give him trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I think Charlo and Benavidez give him trouble, whereas Charlo and Benavidez give him trouble, whereas only
KP,
Bivol.
You good? You can turn off your camera if you want to. I'm gonna let you up, bro. Go ahead. My bad, right side.
I was saying I think Charlo and Benavidez gives him trouble, where in a fight with Bivol, which is the fight he really wants, versus those other any of the other three, that he'll take the Triple G fight because the fight he wants is the Bivol fight. That's how I'm looking at it. And if that's the offer on the table, then if he just goes and fights Bivol, I mean, it's probably going to be a $40 million fight. You know what I'm saying, for him. I'll go ahead and take the 85, and then I'll go fight for undisputed. That's how I look at it.
I got you. I mean, I just can't find it in myself to call you turning down $15 to $20 million for the same amount of fights. I can't call it anything other than a duck, bro. Just in my mind. But I don't want to go back and forth, bro. I want to let some of these other brothers cook. So, Batman, go ahead, bro. What you got, man? And salute, brother.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, Knockout?
Chilling, brother. Chilling, man. Appreciate you coming up, man. What you got for the show, dog?
Nah, I'm gonna go through it all. I'm gonna go through the whole joint. I think Bud got cold feet. Nope. He keep on talking about him and Spence one fight. Then he going back and saying he want to go up and challenge Charlo. And And the fight right around the corner. We got one more month till April the 16th, and we hear Earl say he want to fight with Terence Crawford. It's like he getting cold feet. Now let's move on to Canelo. Canelo is getting paid too much money to not fight the best opposition that's out there. Is Triple G? Why is you gonna put Triple G in a package? You might as well put fucking Demetrius Boo Boo Andre, the man that you scared
real quick, Batman Donato. I got your comment up there because I'm gonna answer your question, bro. After I let Batman cook, but I got you. I'm gonna answer your question. Go ahead, Batman.
No, I mean, instead of putting Triple G in the package, y'all should have put Boo Boo Andre, the man that you really scared of, because that's the only man you keep on saying a shit fighter, and keep trying to convince your fans that he's not worthy of a fight with you. Who else? Oh, we got on the tank situation, man. Tank need to go ahead and get the. I mean, you got what you want from Floyd. You got the recognition. Go ahead and get the fuck away from him. I mean, you know, he's on record saying it's not going to be another fighter that's bigger than him. But if you put the right fights together, you can. I mean, you can get there. You can get right beside him. So, you know, I mean, Tank Davis, you know, he got everything in front of him, nothing behind him. I mean, Floyd put him in a position. Go ahead, leave his ass, man, if you can, because you already got you already got what you want from him. Everybody think you a star, so go prove it.
Yeah. If you really following his blueprint, shit, he left. He used Bob Aaron for what he needed him for, and then he got the hell on out of Dodge. So if you really following that blueprint, shit, you got the name. You've been on pay-per-view a couple of times. You by far the most popular fighter from 130 to 140. You got what you need. It's time to go make some moves, right? But I'm gonna really cook on it in a minute. But I agree with everything that you just said, bro. And Donato. So here's the thing, bro. When we say if both fighters are around the same, that's what you and I think, bro. Right? You and I might think that. Or me and Batman, or me and TJ might think Bivol and Charlo are around the same, or Charlo or Triple G are around the same, or Triple G is better than Charlo. Like whatever you think. If you in the fighter's shoes, bro, they don't think like that. It's prize fighting and legacy fighting. And when you got a fighter, bro, a world champion, multiple division champion, when you got a fighter willing to take less money if that's what he does, then you got to ask yourself why, bro.
All right, can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. So that's why I say
we'll get fucked up.
Go
ahead, bro.
Out of the 4 fighters you got up there, which one got the better resume?
My vote's for Charlo. Some of them said Bivol.
I think Charlo got the resume.
Yeah, some people were saying Bivol, but
resume. So
I'm kind of low on Joe Smith Jr. after his last performance. Bivol, he ain't look good against Salamar. Like people are really, really heavy on Jamal Charlo for what he did with Montiel, but so far his best performances have been against his best competition. Like some people are just game time players, and what I mean by that, bro, like when the lights get big, when the fight is big, the better that they perform. And so far, we have all the evidence in the world that shows us, look, bro, you put Charlo in there with somebody that people say gonna beat him, or you put Charlo in there with somebody that people say is a 50-50 fight. He go out there home and he shine on their ass. He shined on Dervinchenko. He shined on J. Rock Williams, and he shined on he shined on Austin Trout, bro. Like he be shining on dudes when it's supposed to be a big fight, bro. And you give him somebody he's supposed to beat, he'll get complacent and shit, not work as hard and all that shit. So I mean, to me, it's obvious, and it will answer a lot of questions, bro. Like you make more money and you get to shut a lot of haters up. I don't understand where the lose is. You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win situation. Everybody think Charlo can beat your ass, you get to shut all their ass up, bro. So it is what it is. Let me go to K-Rod. K-Rod, what up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Naga?
Chilling, bro. What you got for the show, man?
For the Gervonta Tank Davis, right?
Yeah, wherever you want to go. Everything we've been cooking on today, but you can talk Tank. That's what we on right now.
Yeah, I think Gervonta needs to leave Floyd Mayweather, and I think he would scale a lot better by just having his own little promotional stable. And to me, I just think Tank would be better as a free agent, compared to just having Floyd Mayweather, control his career. and put it to the drain. But as far as everything else goes, Gervonta, has the tools to beat everybody. He just needs to prove it in the ring. And I think Floyd Mayweather's, bearing, that, possible legacy to overcome those possible fights.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
And I don't know the answer to this, so this is a true question. What type of contract does Tank have with Floyd and Mayweather Promotions?
No one knows, bro.
Yeah,
It's not public knowledge.
Right, and because of that, I voted that he should leave Floyd, but because I don't know that contract information, it's hard for me just to say that it's his fault for not leaving because I don't know that.
Yeah, I feel that. The thing I would say to that is, man, that's like you make millions and shit, and this ain't no disrespect, bro. You fly, you young, you flashy, get your bread, get your Lambos and shit, get your chains, all that shit. If that's what you want to do. But if you can do all that shit and you feel like you're in a bad deal, and this man is clearly not promoting you correctly and doing what's in your best interest because he's so selfish, you got money for a lawyer too, dog. You got money for a lawyer, a contract lawyer to look at your shit and say, hey, here's how you can get out of it. This is how much money it would cost you. This is where they might be in breach. This is where you got to move. This is how you got to do. Like that shit, that's an investment in yourself. So the same way Floyd, he went to a lawyer. Mikey Garcia went to a lawyer. You can go to lawyers and shit to get out of these contracts. Maybe you don't buy that second or third car this year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't buy that extra chain. And I hear you, forefather. The link is in the chat, bro. I hear you. Come let me know what you think, bro. You don't have to type it. You can come up here and we can chop it up because I ain't really even gave my full take on it yet. But so that's what I would say to that question, right side, is I would be like, bro, like if you really want to do that shit, it's right ways that you can do that. So it is what it is, bro. But Focus, you ain't been able to cook yet, bro. What you got for the show, Focus? Focus, you there? All right, cool, forefather. Just hop on, bro, and let me know when you get here, man. So here's my thing, bro. So my vote would be hell yeah, he should leave Floyd Mayweather, right? And the reason I say that is very, very simple. Floyd Mayweather, everything that made him an outstanding Hall of Fame, top 5 all-time fighter in my mind, everything that made him great, bro, is the reason why he's a trash-ass promoter. Everything that made him great, bro. From his bravado, how arrogant he is, how selfish he is, how he don't want to lose, how he don't want nobody to be better than him. That's what made him great in the ring, bro. That's everything that made him great in the ring. As a promoter, though, it's about shining the light on other people. It's about taking your fighter to the next level. And Floyd, in my opinion, he's too egotistical and he's too selfish to do that shit, bro. Like if you just watch their interactions, press members and people, they can't interview Tank Davis. They can't interview Tank Davis. You up on KP. They can't interview Tank Davis without Floyd stepping in, bro. They can't. He can't get a word out without Floyd stepping in. The same Floyd that'll tell you how many world champions he fought, how great he is, how many people he beat that were undefeated and Hall of Fame fighters and all that shit. The same Floyd that will tell you that about his fighting career will look at Gervonta Davis's career and tell you belts don't matter. It can't be both because you built your legacy by beating a bunch of dudes with belts, bro. So how come when you was fighting, belts mattered and shit? You talk about how many world champions you beat and shit, but now when it come to your fighter, Tank Davis, now all of a sudden belts don't matter no more, dog. Belts don't matter no more.
To that.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, bro, loyal to the game. I got the link up there, Kwame, if you want to come cook, bro. With that being said, bro, like you got to realize that everybody that was great at a particular sport don't mean they're gonna be great when it come to managing that sport. Like we look at guys like Michael Jordan, he sucks as an owner, he sucked as a coach and shit. Probably the greatest basketball player that ever lived, bro. Same with Floyd Mayweather. He was great as a fighter, bro, but as a promoter, he getting Tank the bag, bro. He getting him the bag. Indeed, bro. Get that man his money. But that can't be everything, bro. That cannot be everything, bro. It's about who you fighting, building your fighter's legacy and shit, allowing him to say that he's one of the greatest. And right now, like, yeah, I think Tank is great. I got him number one because I only do my pound for pound list on skills. And if everybody was the same size, who I think would win the fight. That's how I do my pound for pound list. And I got Tank number one. I think highly of that young man. I think he can fight his ass off, bro. But he ain't being moved in that direction. We're not getting the fights that we want. And that's why, as a fight fan, I'm like, yo, bro, your promoter is making fights with you. I got you, forefather. I'm about to let you up, bro. That's why, as a fan, I'm like, dog, like, you're going to have to move around because he only has interest in making you money and making himself money. Floyd don't want nobody to be better than him, bro. So how you going to have a promoter that don't want you to be the absolute best you can be? Because in doing so, you could take shine from him, bro. So that's why I believe, like, hell nah, bro, you shouldn't. You're going to have to move around all the big time great fighters. And if we all truly want Tank to be great and we ain't, riding on Floyd like that, bro, like, we all really want him to be great. Floyd left Bob. Manny left Bob. Miguel Cotto left Bob. Oscar De La Hoya left Bob. These are Hall of Fame level fighters, bro. So if you want Tank to be a Hall of Fame level fighter and you ain't on Floyd Mayweather Johnson like that, why wouldn't you want him to leave, bro? Why wouldn't you want him to leave? Because eventually all the great ones, they left to go be great, right?
But and the thing is, Knockout, if Tank and I agree with you, I agree 100% because even though I think Floyd, like you say, Floyd is more about Floyd than anybody else. Of course he is. We all know that. I think though, if Tank were to leave certain fights, anything dealing with the PBC, I think that's going to be a very tough fight to be made after he leaves. And I'm not going to say he's going to get stalled out or anything like that, but I think that the way Tank is looking at it is this is the person who helped me grow in the sport. This is the person who kind of brought me up, and he feels some type of loyalty to Floyd, whether that's right or wrong. That's
you know who that sound like? You know who that loyalty and shit sound like? That sound an awful lot like Terence Crawford.
Exactly, and that's what I was just about to say. The same way Terence Crawford now finds himself in court because he didn't want to leave Bob Arum. I'm not going to say it's going to be that exact same situation, but I think Tank will look back later on in his career and realize, man, I should have been left. I could have built a much bigger legacy than what he's going to end up having. Because if he stays under Mayweather Promotions, I don't think that his legacy will ever be a Hall of Fame wise. I don't think he'll ever be considered a great Hall of Famer because of the way that they're maneuvering him right now.
It ain't too late for him, though. And Focus, I don't know if you came back, bro. I moved you from there since you said you'd be right back. All you got to do is hop back on the link, Focus, and I'll let you on. Let me go to some new brothers that's in the chat. Let's go to KP because he was up here first. Then we'll go to my brother Forefather Entertainment. Then we'll go over to my brother Kwame from Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. KP, the floor is yours, bro. Cook on whatever you want to cook on. We've been covering. You can talk Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Gervonta Davis, whatever it is you want to talk about, bro. KP, you there? You on mute if you talking, bro. All right, KP, I'm gonna go to my brother Forefather since you're not talking, bro. KP, you just came off mute. I can't hear you though, bro. You talking? Okay, there you go. What's up, bro?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's good?
Oh man, nothing chilling, man. I was getting some weird feedback there, man. I don't know what was going on, man. I was, just kind of sitting back waiting, But everything cool now. But yeah, as far as the Terence Crawford situation, man, that this shit wild. Like he just got done saying, "Oh, we don't need to have we need to have unity in the community, among black people and stuff." That's what held up the fight because everybody was rooting for this guy, rooting for that guy. Like niggas don't watch NBA or NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course you're gonna root for your guy.
Yeah.
When nobody saying wishing bad on it. We just hey, I like Butter. I like Earl. I want to, I want to fight. I want my man to whoop his ass and vice versa. That's all it was. It wasn't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? This fool done sit there and made it like this was it had the black community divided. You know what I'm saying? Like a civil war or something. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not that serious. So, you know, so he just got done saying that, and then turns around and talk about boycotting. You know, he didn't say his team did, but you know, he know what they saying. You know, so, but I don't know, man. He got a lot of internal working to do with his crew, man. He need to start telling them to, you know, to chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You know, let this shit cook. You know what I mean? Like this is the bad kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? Bad publicity. You know, they say all publicity is good publicity. This is bad publicity that's actually bad. So that's as far as Terrence, man. He just need to, I don't know, man. Maybe need to talk to a psychiatrist or something. I don't know what's wrong with this nigga, man. But he a good fighter. You know, he's a great fighter. Definitely a shoo-in for like a Hall of Famer or something. But the way he doing, you know, here lately is just really weird how he moving, and he moving himself like that, which is strange. And then I guess as far as Canelo, man, like, honestly, I think Canelo is basically being used as a way to basically put a whites and Mexican only, you know, sign on the belts. That's what I believe. I believe it go deeper than just boxing. I don't think it has nothing to do with business. I think it's more or less like being on code. And I think it's sad too because, you know, look who they get. They get the whitest Mexican you ever seen. You know what I'm saying? To represent Mexico. Come on, man. Like, get down, bro. Like, to me, I just think it's really weird. That's a really strange situation. You know, and how he just get away with everything. Like, it doesn't matter what he does. He could pop positive for all kinds of piss tests, and they still gonna let him fight. I mean, you seen what they did with Oscar Valdez. Just imagine if it was Canelo. He could be straight up taking like straight up roids, like not no performance in hand. I mean, I'm talking about roids, like a shot in the ass units. And like Canelo, they'll let Canelo fight. So I think that's weird. And then as far as people defending Canelo, they about almost like Terrence Crawford fans, like just weirdness, you know. But I'll say that probably they're a little crazy, Canelo. Now this is fanatics. These not fans, but fanatics. You know what I'm saying? People that just don't know where the line need to be drawn at. And I say, like, they're the type of people where they know that he's doing wrong stuff, but they like drama. They like negativity. They like trying to see what they can get away with. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost feel like to me like you couldn't even trust them in real life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just really strange. Like, really, like, you really trying to justify this dude's duck sauce? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just it's sad, and I would have never thought boxing would have went to this prima donna soap opera type situation. But let's see, in the Devin Haney situation, I don't think. But honestly, to tell you the truth, listen. I don't want him to get that jab to go over there. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should have to do nothing to his body to get over there to Australia. I think, you know what I mean, if dude want to fight that bad, they'll let him come, do his thing, and then leave. You know, because I mean, come on, you got millions on the table. These is millionaires. You can't treat especially somebody that fights for a living, like somebody that actually put their life on the line already. You gonna ask him to do something else? I mean, what if he have an adverse reaction? And on top of that too, that's almost against like them Haneys. You know, they Muslim. That's kind of like against they way of life, putting something wrong in their body or putting something in their body against their will. Like they really take that serious. And I'm not a religious person, but I respect somebody's belief system. You feel me? So and then taking shots at the culture, talking about chains and all that. Like honestly, man, if I was Devin Haney, man, I would look at it like, okay, if I can come over there and fight and then we can do the next one stateside, that's cool. But both of them in Australia, I don't know. To me, that's just wild because they letting these fools cheat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Haney, he a clean fighter. You know what I mean? I don't know what Cambosa's on. He seemed kind of like he kind of wired up. But anyway, that's where I'm at with it, man. I mean, let somebody else get it, but that's kind of where I stand.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you cooking. Real quick, and then I'm gonna pass to my brother, Forefather Entertainment. Dundada on the loyalty tip. So I've been reading y'all comments. I'm gonna respond to some of them, then I'm gonna pass it. So it says that's Cap protecting Tank. He doing good by that boy. Loyalty only for the real. Okay, so if he protecting Tank, then it's Tank's fault. But I don't believe that to be true, bro. I think Tank would really want the smoke if he could go get the smoke, because he has called, and I saw you too, Drink. He's called out fighters, bro. He said he want Loma. Shit, he said that anybody can get it. When they started throwing names at him, he said, I'll fight all them guys. I want all them guys. He said he'll fight Kambosos, but he can keep them belts because he don't want them sanctioning fees. So I think he won't smoke, bro. He don't strike me as a type that's ducking no smoke. That's the first thing. Loyalty only for the real. To me, that's a stupid ass statement, bro. And I don't mean no disrespect, Dundada, but loyalty to who? Like, who you being loyal to? Like, we talking about being a boxer, right? At the end of the day, let's forget the names. You talking about a boxer being loyal to a promotion company. When has a promotion company ever acted in the best interest of a boxer if it ain't making them money, bro? That shit just don't happen. So you supposed to be loyal to your family, bro. Tank got children. That's who he need to be loyal to, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be loyal to those that we supposed to be loyal to. When it come to business, bro, when it come to my job, because at the end of the day, that's all prize fighting in. It's a job. When it come to my job, it's about securing the future. It's about building my legacy and getting this bag, bro. And if you hurting my legacy or you hurting my bag or you hurting both, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. And on top of that, if I'm the boxer, I got to pay you 10% of my purse for you to get me these millions, and you ain't getting me the big fights that can make me as much money as possible. Oh, hell no, bro. Oh, hell no. Like, loyalty is for your family and the people that really love you, bro. Loyalty is not supposed to be between a boxer and a promotional company. So to me, I totally disagree with that shit, bro. Let me see what Zena talking about. He says Isak Cruz the same exact level of competition as Kambosos. I actually agree with that. He said had Tank fought Cam before T.O., people would have said it was cherry picking. Kambosos skills didn't improve the other night, overnight. I think, yeah, fans just don't know shit about boxing. Man, I ain't gonna lie, Zena. I feel what you're saying because I think Isak Pitbull Cruz versus Kambosos, that's a 50-50 fight. What I'm talking about, bro, is the ability to really go be champion and shit, right? Like, let's forget these secondary belts. Like, we want to see you fight Loma. We want to see you go fight, the top of the 140 division because I think he got a chance to beat these guys, bro. But he ain't doing it. And Floyd said he ain't doing it. If your promoter's saying we don't give a damn about the belts, then that means all the fights we want to see. So if Loma go get Kambosos, we ain't gonna see that. But Devin Haney got a belt, so we can't see that because remember, your promoter don't care about belts. Josh Taylor got a belt. He got a bunch of belts. We ain't gonna get to see that because your promoter don't care about belts. So I just when Floyd Mayweather was the fighter versus who he is as a promoter, the shit has changed. If he moved Tank how he moved back in the day, then shit, he'd be the perfect goddamn promoter in my mind, bro. Because he moved like a straight soldier. And he took on and he fought and he beat the best. No matter if we think Isak Pitbull Cruz is a good opposition, which I agree with you on, he ain't considered the best, bro. He's not. And Floyd has told us to our face, like, look, man, why would we gonna make them fights that y'all want to see? We got all these in-house fights over here. There's plenty of people Tank can fight. Who can he fight in the Mayweather promotion stable? We about to get Rolly, bro. Roly-poly. So that's why, to me, bro, he bad for his career because I said it earlier, Zenith, you wasn't in the building, bro. All the shit that made Floyd Mayweather great as a fighter, it's making him drop the ball as a promoter in my mind, bro. And that's really my thoughts on the situation. But let me let my brother Forefather Entertainment cook, man. Salute to you, bro. Thanks for coming up on the panel, man. Floor is yours. Do your thing, brother.
Can you hear that noise in the background?
A little bit, but I can hear you. I can hear you clear. If I start getting too much background noise, I'll let you know. But go ahead and cook, bro.
All right. What do you think about Jaron Ennis? Do you think Jaron Ennis? You think he's good? Is he top of the line?
Facts,
he hasn't fought nobody yet, right? How do you know?
No. How do I know?
Yeah, Isak Cruz is a fine fighter. We found that out. He didn't win that fight, but we found out he was a good fighter because he got in the ring and got his opportunity to show it against someone who was top of the line. Don't you think?
Oh, I knew he was good, but yeah, I get your point.
Okay, yeah. That's because I don't like you didn't do it, but sometimes people seem to talk down on him like he's not a decent fighter. He's a damn good fighter. Anyone that saw
no, he can fight. And I told people he beat the shit. I told people he'll beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia, and he'll give a lot of your favorite fighters a tough ass fight, and it's on record, bro, on my playlist. So. But go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you, bro.
Yeah, just I asked you a question. You responded as a promoter myself, man. I think that your loyalty is to your promoter. You pick them. You pick them to manage your career. Tank Davis is not a Rhodes Scholar. He's not educated in law. He doesn't have a law degree. He needs a management team. There's no better team you can get in boxing than Floyd. They don't even take a large percentage of the fighter's purse. Like Bob Arum takes a standard 30-something%. They don't take TMT doesn't take that much. They don't do that. If I were to ask somebody and say, okay, he gets rid of Floyd, everyone hates Floyd, so they've been trying to break them up for years anyways. If I said if I were to say okay, get rid of Floyd, okay, you don't get another promoter, who would he get that's better than who that would manage his career better than that?
Al Heyman is already his manager.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Big enough he's big enough, in my opinion, to where he don't need Floyd no more. Just like Floyd got big enough and he didn't need Bob anymore. Oscar got big enough, he didn't need Bob. At some point, these fighters, they outgrow a promotion company, and I agree, they need managers, they need people. And Tank's not a lawyer, but he got enough money to hire lawyers. And so I think he's at the point in his career where if he's not getting the fights if he's not getting the fights that he wants to secure his legacy, because he's at the same point that Canelo is at now, not as popular as Canelo, but if you fight at 135 pounds, and I'm sure you know this as a promoter, and I'm glad to have somebody that's in the business up here. Anybody that Tank call, anybody, it don't matter who it is, what promotional company they own, The Zone, Top Rank, Probellum, Triller, PBC. If Tank Davis call your phone and you fight at 130, 135 pounds or 140 pounds, and he tell you he won't fight you, Floyd attached to him or no Floyd attached to him right now, your ass picking up that phone and you trying to make the fight happen.
Yes.
He popping like that.
Right.
Yes. Yo, can I say something real quick?
Oh no, let Forefather go because he been quiet. Let him go.
Okay, just real quick. You can't get better management than that. There's no one in the game right now better than that. It's almost like having signing the death row at their peak or signing the G Unit at their peak. You know what I mean? There's let me give you an example though, and I appreciate the dialogue for it. Let me give you an example though. He already got somebody that he don't even need a middleman that's better than that. His name is Al Heyman. He's better managing a career than Floyd Mayweather because he managed Floyd's shit. And furthermore, to draw the parallel, they're all the same thing though. They're all the same unit pretty much. Yeah.
Floyd ain't got shit to do with Errol Spence though. That's all Al Heyman. Floyd ain't got shit to do with Jermell Charlo. That's all Al Heyman. All Tank would need is somebody like Al Heyman, because I'll give you a perfect example. Floyd, under Floyd's tutelage, we about to get Rolly Romero as a mandatory. Errol Spence under and Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas under Al Heyman, he made a whole WBA tournament disappear so that Ugas could go try to unify with Errol Spence. So I got one promoter that's able, or one manager, as we say, that's able to make a whole tournament disappear and give me the biggest fight of my career. Then I got another manager that's trying to make an in-house fight so he can keep more money, so he can keep his bag, because Rolly is a Floyd Mayweather fighter. And so he gets to get money from both of their purses. And he making me fight Rolly Romero, while my contemporaries like Errol Spence that people want to compare me to, they out here getting big money and big bags and fighting in the biggest fights. And everybody, it's not an accident that everybody, whether you love Tank, whether you don't like him, whether you just neutral and you want to see a great fight, bro, his opponents get criticized by everybody, bro. By everybody. I would say that there are better managers out there, bro, than Floyd Mayweather.
Facts. You think oh wow, not facts. I've been trying to tell people that I predicted this years ago. I'm gonna show you, I'll pull it up and everything. I predict the greatest accomplishment of TMT as a promoter from my standpoint. The greatest thing that Floyd ever did was not Tank. It's Rolly. Rolly is a promoter's dream come true. I called him the all that shit about Ricardo Mayorga. I was saying that years ago. We can diss Ricardo Mayorga all we want, but Ricardo Mayorga fought Oscar De La Hoya. He fought Tito Trinidad. He fought Vernon Forrest twice. He fought Shane Mosley. Rolly Romero, his trash talk, his charisma. That's a home run pay-per-view. That fight will sell just from the press conference and the building.
Let me ask you this: it's not
the best fight. It's not the.
Is that Floyd doing such a great job with Rolly, or is that just Rolly?
No, it has nothing to do with. I'm not saying either. I'm not giving Floyd credit for that. I'm
No,
saying that.
you
I'm
just
saying
did, though. You said his greatest
I'm saying
accomplishment was Rolly
TMT.
Romero.
TMT's best asset, not Floyd. It had nothing to do with Floyd. TMT's best asset is what I meant. Is Rolly Romero.
Their best asset is Rolly Romero?
Their best asset is Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero has $1 million fights coming up. Everybody wants to whoop his ass. People hate him. He's the perfect villain. Oh, beautiful fight. That fight with Tank, everyone loves Tank. Everyone hates Rolly. Perfect Thunder and Lightning fight. Perfect.
Okay. All right.
I'm just looking at it from the money perspective. I'm not giving Floyd credit for Rolly. I'm giving TMT credit.
So let's go with your theory and let's go with mine, right? Do you think
just on that?
You think
not the best fight though?
You think Tank versus Rolly?
It's not
what are we talking in terms of pay-per-view? What you thinking? How many numbers is doing in your opinion?
I think Rolly will be able to talk up an extra 250K pay-per-views.
So you think they're gonna sell 400 to 500,000 pay-per-views?
Yeah, or more. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah,
or
definitely.
more.
Yeah.
He might got a point. Rolly
is a perfect villain. No one likes him.
Wild. He's wild.
His interviews. He has 14 fights. He has 14 fights, and we're talking about him.
I understand what you're saying. If it sells 500,000,
if
it sells 100,000 or 200,000, is it because of Floyd Mayweather's promoting, or is it because of Rolly, bro?
No. Whoever the promotion company gets credit for it. If Bob Arum was the promoter, we would give Top Rank credit for having the fight. It's whoever the promoter is gets credit no matter what. That's not the issue. I'm not saying Floyd individually built up Rolly. He's training with them side by side, giving them media lessons.
But the point is, if my biggest, it's just proving my point. If I'm Tank Davis in my biggest fight, and I'm using your logic, I totally disagree. I don't think the fight is gonna sell. When I say biggest, I'm talking about money. You talking about money, right? We're talking about money generating. Mm-hmm. If I'm Tank Davis, it's just proving my point even more that on the side that I stand on, because if I'm Tank Davis, forefathers saying that my biggest pay-per-view fight is about to be Rolly Romero, and Floyd, it ain't even because of you. My biggest fight is gonna be Rolly Romero because of his personality, because of the shit that he do, the shit that he say, how wild he is. So what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You're not doing shit for me. It's because of how crazy he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again,
the promotion company still has to pay the fees. They still have to pay for the hotels, flights, the media, stuff like that. We got to give them credit for what they do and don't do. They still have to, whoever the promotion company is, whether it was Top Rank or anyone's still going to get credit for it. You got to give them credit. They're the ones who have to negotiate the fight. We don't have to like who he's fighting to understand the business part of it. It's separate what you're saying. I agree with you that there's better fights. Mm-hmm. I would rather see Tank versus Devin Haney, of course, man. I would rather,
Tank versus Devin Haney, whatever you think. And my point is this, man. And I'm gonna pass to my brother.
There's one more thing I want to say real quick.
Okay, let me say this, and then you can say what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna pass it. Tank Davis, like if you think whatever you think Rolly Romero versus Tank Davis will do, I'm telling you right now, Tank Davis versus Lomachenko, Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, Tank Davis versus even Teofimo Lopez, Tank Davis versus Josh Taylor, Tank Davis versus Regis Prograis, Tank Davis versus Jose Valenzuela, Tank Davis versus any fighter that is considered a good fighter that can challenge him is gonna sell more than anything him and Rolly gonna do, bro. Rolly ain't gonna sell.
Hell no.
That's true. So true.
You think Lomachenko at the press conference, without the help of Bob Arum talking and translating from, you think he could promote a fight better than
I don't
Rolly?
care nothing about. I think because of how great the fight is and how bad people want to see it, and it's two of the best fighters fighting each other. That's what people want to see, bro. They ain't on no gimmicky press conference shit. You get that young man. You get that young man a big fight. You get that young man a big fight with a name where people feel like he gonna get challenged. That shit's selling, bro.
Floyd Mayweather.
I wish it was that way. I wish it was that way.
Floyd Mayweather dropped the ball.
That's not how it works.
Floyd Mayweather dropped the ball.
I wish it was that way, but that's not how it works.
Floyd Mayweather dropped the ball on Tank Davis when he ain't set up Gary Russell and Tank Davis in the DMV.
Man,
he doesn't have. He doesn't have Tank fight any non-Spanish fighters.
But no, I understand that.
Yeah.
But that would have been Tank's biggest fight.
Gary Russell.
I agree.
Most definitely.
Let me
in DC, yeah, in DC,
let me let
in
Loyal
DC,
to the game get in here,
if
man.
it's in DC, yeah.
Let me let my brother Kwame. Kwame, what up, bro?
What's going on, guys? What's good? What's good?
Not much, bro. Chilling. Let me catch this super chat from Zenith, and then I'm gonna let you cook. And Leon Robinson, I see you, bro. Salute, fam. My brother Zenith with the $10 in the super chat. He says sanctioning bodies not the same when Floyd was champ. He didn't work his way up to earn the belt, only for them to add a new belt and demote yours. Floyd don't want Tank at the mercy of the sanctioning bodies. See, Zenith, if that's the case, why is he letting them fight Rolly, bro? He's at the if he didn't want him at the mercy,
mandatory.
That means Tank will have no mandatories. Tank will be able to move and do whatever the hell he want to do, right? But he can't. He got a mandatory right now, and it's a mandatory because Floyd want him to fight Rolly, bro.
Yeah,
when Floyd Mayweather became a star, who did he fight that was as sorry as Rolly ass, bro?
Yeah, you're looking at
who did he fight? Who did he fight? Right, so does Floyd want Tank to get that? This is my point, y'all. Does Floyd want Tank to get that? Does he want Tank to get that? If it's about marketing, shouldn't he want Tank to get as much money as possible? Was Floyd not getting the biggest bags we ever seen, bro?
If they ain't want second,
he was a fighter.
Knockout. If they ain't want second,
there's much better fighters than Rolly, but not better marketing.
Not for marketing.
It's certain fight. I hear what you're saying, Forefather, but it's certain shit that don't need to be promoted. Like if you give us Earl Spence versus Terence Crawford, they could come up to the press conference and they ain't gotta say shit. They ain't gotta say shit. If you give me,
no one would want to see that.
If you give me Jamal Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez, they could come up to the press conference. They ain't gotta say shit.
No one would want to see that.
They ain't gotta say a single word. They ain't gotta market shit. They ain't gotta answer no questions. They don't have to do no interviews. They don't have to say shit.
That's not true.
They don't have to say a single thing, bro.
All right. That's not true.
So you telling me that they wouldn't sell because they don't talk if those fights got made?
No, you can't use that example because the only reason why people want to see that fight now is because they have been talking shit to each other.
No, they want to see the fight because those are considered to be the best, bro.
And because they've been talking shit to each other.
To be the best. It ain't about. No, it's not about the talking.
Oh, the back and forth is gone. The back and forth is building the fight up. Oh, for years, just like Pacquiao Mayweather, the build up. Oh, it took years.
If it's natural, but it's natural.
What I'm saying is that if the fight is good enough, you ain't gotta say shit. And those are the type of fights that Tank Davis's talent deserves, bro. Fight to where you ain't gotta say shit. The damn Rolly shit, bro. That shit gimmicky, bro. They got this man fighting a dude that's wearing rat coats and fur coats and shit in 80-degree LA weather, bro. That's what they having to do because he ain't fighting nobody, bro. And we trying to act like this shit good. Nah, bro.
You're talking about the fight. I agree with you. It's not. I told you it's not the best fight.
You give people a great product. You give them a great product. That shit gonna sell. Point blank period. But let me, Kwame, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
What's good, man?
I'm feeling.
Knockout. I normally agree with you, but I don't agree with you on that one, man. We in the streaming age, number one, so people can't just show up and not talk, and it's going to sell because it don't work. It don't work like that. No
Kwame,
more.
bro.
Maybe back in the day it did, but
he did say if. He did say if they show up.
Yeah, he did say if.
Earl Spence and Terence Crawford. That fight get announced tomorrow, and they don't say shit to the day of the fight. That's not selling more than either one of the pay-per-views they ever did.
Right, but like the brother said, it's because it's been talking for 4 years. That's why it's the fight.
It ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Hold, think about this now.
Built it up.
Because if that was the case, then Bob Arum wouldn't have never came out and said the fight still needs to build when they were negotiating. So, I mean, we're in a different era right now where there's a lot of streaming going on, right? And you're not going to get the same amount of revenue. And look. All right, so look at it, right?
Look at Charlo and Canelo. It's been building for years.
Look at the Charlo's first pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do great numbers, but you know, someone like
who were they fighting in those pay-per-views?
Shit, I didn't even watch it. I ain't order it. They go to show you.
But, oh no! Oh shit!
You know, I mean, I didn't stream it, but I didn't watch it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna steal from the fighter. But if you look at it, people, you're right. People like, look, whether you like it or not, boxing is like a really type of niche sport. Do you have your hardcore fans? But
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like the music business. You don't make real money until you cross over. Floyd crossed over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys haven't crossed over, and and the money comes when you have the casual fans buying the fights, not the hardcores, because the hardcores are gonna have the same type of opinion you have, right? And people be split down the middle. Some gonna say I'm gonna buy it, and some gonna say I ain't gonna buy it, and they're gonna say I'm gonna stream the fight, and then people wind up streaming the fight, right? And then promoters lose money. So me personally, I disagree with the whole thing about Tank need to leave Floyd, because Floyd the best thing that happened to Tank. Tank, first of all, wouldn't be as big a star as he is if it wasn't for Floyd, number one. Now, if we go
Mm-hmm.
back to when Tank career first started, when he was on the
That's
map and he
definitely
was
true.
signed, when he was signed with, I'm gonna prove it to you right here. When he was
Bob
signed with
Arum can't
Mayweather,
market him like that.
Bob
Let him
Arum
cook.
wouldn't have
Let
done
him
that
cook.
for no
He
damn
can't
Tank.
market no Tank. He can't market no
Yeah,
Tank.
he
Let
can't
him,
market no
let
black
him, let
fighter.
him
That's
cook,
right.
bro. Let
That's
him cook.
100% wrong. So, when you look at how when Tank first, when he first got on the scene, being known as a Mayweather promotions fighter, Tank, when he was being compared to Lomachenko, the reason Floyd didn't let that fight happen because Tank wasn't even disciplined. Floyd had a plan for that man, told that man come move down to Vegas from the beginning to be just like him, and Tank wanted to stay in Baltimore. Tank wanted to get fat. Tank wasn't doing what he wanted to do, and people knew he couldn't beat no Lomachenko because Tank wasn't disciplined. Tank just started to get his shit together. Once he started it, he lost all his belts on the fucking scale. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Floyd said the shit he said about him, about motherfuckers can't break his record and stuff like that. Because when from the time Floyd came out the Olympics to having his first professional fight, he ain't never had the type of discipline issues Tank had maybe through the first 10, 12, 13 fights of his career. So real recognize real. And Floyd realized who Tank was and who Tank is. Secondly, you talk about Floyd always jumping in the camera. Have you listened to Tank speak?
What that mean?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Tank
thank you.
finally started speaking a little bit better. You like not his
Bro,
So
man,
publicist.
come
Floyd is
on,
like
man.
Floyd is some great public speaker or some
I'm
shit.
not
Like,
saying
Right,
Floyd's a
yeah,
great
man.
public
Floyd can you
speaker.
hardly read. Damn, nigga, come
I'm not.
on, man.
Listen,
That doesn't
reading,
matter. That doesn't
reading,
matter.
reading, and
That has
speaking
nothing
are
to
two
do with
different
nothing.
things, brother.
Yeah, it has
Reading you
nothing to do
do
with
with your
nothing.
eyes, speaking you do with your mouth.
Floyd is
Okay, so
media trained.
those are two different things. A person may not be able to read, but they can speak. You know, and Floyd has had a lot of coaching on how to speak in the public.
Speak.
He had
Yes.
publicists like
Yes.
Kelly Swanson, all these people. He may say, if you think he said the same shit over and over again, because that's what he was taught to say. Fight of this magnitude, all those things. This is the stuff his publicist taught him to say. You know, that's his script. When it comes to Tank, I was watching one of Tank, not his last fight, but maybe his second to last fight. My wife and I, we were laughing because he did an all access, and the man said you can't have 1 feet in the gym and 1 feet in the street. That's that's not correct English. 1 feet, feet is plural. That's two. You can't have 1 feet in the gym and 1 feet in the street. Everybody was busting out laughing in my crib when he said it, and when he said so. I'm not saying that to shame Tank, but if you look at Tank old interviews from 2, 3, 4 years ago, he
You can
didn't
see the
speak well on
improvement.
camera at
Yeah.
all, at
Mm-hmm.
all,
Yeah. That's
at
right.
all. He's gotten a whole lot
mm-hmm.
better, you know, and they marketed Tank the best way they saw for them from a business perspective, and for Tank based on what he was willing to give to the boxing game from the time he got in it.
Mm-hmm.
This man lost belts on the scale. This man lost a belt on the scale going it being the co-main event for Mayweather McGregor to cross over. He didn't have no discipline. But people want to sit around and blame Floyd for him protecting his asset. Well, you know what? Well, then you tell me how Floyd Mayweather any different than Oscar De La Hoya when he had Canelo. And Canelo's a more disciplined fighter, but he put Canelo because when you got one fighter who's your cash cow from a business perspective, he's your cash cow, you're not throwing him in no dangerous ass shit. Well,
For pennies on the dollar.
Why would you do that? Now, as a boxing fan, Knockout, I understand you 1,000%. Like, hell yeah, we want to see those fights. We want to see the Lomachenkos. We want to see all.
Nah, bro, you can't do that. You can't agree with me and disagree with me at the same time.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking
don't
about.
Do that.
From the
This is the first time we ever disagree, and I'm excited because I know you got the mad debate skills. I'm about to cook. I'm about to cook, bro. Don't agree with me. Don't be trying to double talk. You covering all your bases and shit, bro. No, don't agree with me, bro.
Look,
it's true.
I'm talking about from what I said up until that moment. I'm talking about from the perspective of Floyd. Floyd saying he's the worst thing for. I'm saying from the perspective of Floyd was the best thing that happened. Tank wouldn't be as big as he is. Well, Floyd saw the gimmick in Tank. The gimmick in Tank is that he got knockout power. They market Tank. The reason why they say they could put anyone in there with Tank is because people who watch boxing want to see someone get knocked out. That's called entertainment. Because when Mayweather, if you ever listen to Floyd Mayweather refer to boxing, even towards the end of his career, once he got with Al Heyman, he refers to them as events. It ain't boxing to him; it's an event.
Nice.
And the event is about making how much money can they make off of the event, right? So when it's an event, that goes to show you in his own terminology, it's not about the purity of the sport. It's about business. It's about the event. And now, what I was getting ready to say, with you, Knockout, was just saying, I understand from a hardcore, a purist, a boxing fan, why you would say that it would be right for Tank not to be with Floyd, because as a fan, you want to see the best fights, right? I get that. You want to see the best fights, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying from the perspective of who Tank was originally, because it's only been about 3 or 4 fights, maybe 4 fights max, that we could say, damn, Tank ain't look like he got pregnant from his stomach in between fights. We can only say that for maybe his last 4 fights. Could you imagine if he was thrown out into the wolves with a Bob Arum, with an Eddie Hearn, with someone who don't really care and just see him as...
They wouldn't give a fuck about him.
You guys are underselling Tank. You guys are way underselling Tank.
No, I'm let him finish, TJ. I'm gonna respond to him, and then I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna respond to him when he get done, but I want him to get it all off.
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay. All I'm saying is that Tank wouldn't have been able to even be where he was at if it wasn't for Floyd. Said get rid of Floyd. Motherfucker would have threw him in there with Lomachenko when he was getting like they did. What's his name? What's the dude from Jamaica who fought Lomachenko? Nicholas Walters.
Walters, yeah.
He was coming off a draw with Jason Sosa at 130 pounds.
What's that?
He had been
that
off
was his second fight at 130 pounds. The Axeman. He's been
off for months.
But
yeah, that's a bad comparison.
But that's my point, because they would have thrown Tank in there with discipline to the wall like that.
They did with Teofimo.
Floyd protected him.
Teofimo beat him. Tank would have beat him too.
They wouldn't have protected him.
Teofimo beat him. Tank would have beat him too, because you need footwork and power, and that's exactly what Tank has. He has footwork to match Loma, and he's got power, and he would have beat Lomachenko, and that would have propelled him into a bigger superstar. And Mayweather, that might have been Mayweather's fear and insecurity, because he would have been possibly bigger than Mayweather. And let me tell you something else, because this is nonsense with the pay-per-view. Triple G and Canelo don't even speak English, and they did over 1 million buys. You have talent that will sell pay-per-view. Knockout is completely right. Spence and Crawford can show up and not say anything, and they'll do way better pay-per-views.
You use Triple G and Canelo as examples because they don't talk. They had
Right.
machines backing them. HBO Machine had hyped
something.
Triple G for
So
years.
which one is it? Is it machines or is it not?
They had. I said the promotion. I give the promoters credit. Yes, a machine is important. Yes, I agree with that. Yes.
So
Yeah.
So Tank and Loma wouldn't do more buys than Tank and Rolly?
Hell yeah.
No.
Well,
I didn't say that.
I
will say this. I'll say that
help.
Rolly knows how to sell a fight better than Lomachenko. Or is that
You
disagreeable?
don't. And our point, me and Knockout's point is,
are you going to say
Loma
that
don't have to sell the fight?
Are you going to
Yeah,
say that
that's all I'm saying, y'all.
You're
It's
saying
certain
Loma's
fights
better
you ain't gotta
marketer
sell, bro.
You're saying Loma's a better marketing person than Rolly?
Absolutely. All he's got to do is hold up two gold medals in three. He's a three-weight division
By default,
champion.
yeah.
You can't even compare.
He's a better marketer because he don't have to do all that shit. He just got to show up and say, "I'm here to win."
Where are the numbers?
He don't got to do all that.
Where's his pay-per-view numbers to show that?
Where's Rolly's pay-per-view numbers?
Where's Rolly's pay-per-view numbers?
Rolly's next fight is going to be Rolly's next fight is going to be a pay-per-view fight.
Where's Lomachenko's first pay-per-view?
That's like saying Mario Barrios is a
when is Loma's first pay-per-view coming? When is Loma's first pay-per-view coming? When is Loma's first pay-per-view coming?
He gonna get a pay-per-view just like Rolly. It's gonna have to be Tank. Tank is the only person that's putting these guys on pay-per-view, y'all. I don't know why we confused like Rolly's on pay-per-view because of him. Like, miss me with that shit, bro. He's on pay-per-view because of Tank, dog. Like, he ain't on pay-per-view because of him. People like the LA Lakers and shit, they come watch Tank because of Tank. They don't watch Tank because of Floyd. And let me say this, bro, because I want to talk directly to Kwame. Hold on, let me say this. I want to talk directly to Kwame. So everything you said is valid, but I would say, bro, Floyd did that shit not to protect Tank, to protect himself. Right. To protect his bag earlier, bro. That ain't having Tank's best interest in heart. That's the first thing. Second thing, I didn't say he should leave Floyd Mayweather when he was 23 years old, still bullshitting around. I'm talking about the Tank Davis right now that's focused, bro. I'm talking about the Tank Davis right now that's selling out, that got the Lakers and the Clippers and shit coming to his fights and shit. That Tank Davis, this 27-year-old, he don't need Floyd, bro. Listen, he don't need Floyd at all, dog. So all the shit that you said was valid to me, and you got good points. But that was back in the day, bro. Yeah, that was you talking about years ago. I'm talking about right now, what we see right now. The Floyd that's telling us that Tank ain't gonna fight none of these fights we gonna see. The Floyd that's giving us Rolly Romero. That Floyd, Tank don't need that Floyd at all.
But there wouldn't be the Tank today.
Yes, he does.
There wasn't
shit, bro. Terence Crawford, Kwame, I've heard you multiple times, bro. Terence Crawford wouldn't be the Terence Crawford he is without Bob Arum. But you've been saying he needs to leave his ass, bro. You've been saying he needs to leave his ass because Bob ain't getting him to fight.
Yeah, but listen. It's not about. First of all, Terence Crawford got a whole bunch of belts with Bob Arum. My point is,
he can't even get that
in spite of Bob Arum. He got his belt in spite of Bob Arum.
There's a big difference.
What's that?
The difference is Floyd has made Tank a star.
Bob Arum made Terence Crawford a star, bro.
Been made a star by Bob Arum. He has
a star. He did 150 pay-per-view.
He is a star. He's not a pay-per-view star. He ain't a pay-per-view star, but he a star, bro.
We go by numbers.
The point is, tomatoes. Terence Crawford wouldn't be who he is right now with Bob Arum, but he outgrew Bob Arum. Tank Davis wouldn't be who he is without Floyd Mayweather, but he's outgrown Floyd Mayweather. And so much so, in fact, he already on pay-per-view and shit. He further along than Terence Crawford is. So if we was yelling that Terence Crawford needs to leave Bob Arum, well, Tank Davis is further along, bro. He already on pay-per-view.
Terence Crawford.
He already on pay-per-view. Now I'm further along. I'm a bigger star. So the lesser star that's not as big, he outgrew his promoter. But the bigger star who's on pay-per-view and bigger and doing better numbers, he didn't outgrow his promoter. How that shit make sense to y'all, bro?
Listen,
how does that shit make that shit make sense? I know we all like Floyd as a fighter, and we don't want shit on Floyd. But you can't tell me that one fighter that's not as big a star who's flopping on pay-per-view left and right. This man flopping. Terence Crawford doing 75,000 pay-per-view buys, 100,000 pay-per-view buys. He ain't selling shit. But we gonna say that he outgrew his promoter and he should go off on his own. But the dude that's been selling shit, the dude that been selling out millions and shit, the dude that got the attention of the casual fans, he the one that need to stay with his promoter. Because it's Floyd Mayweather. Hell no, dog. Y'all
make a great team. Like Puffy and Biggie.
Can I answer that? Terence Crawford has 38 fights. You know, Terence Crawford has 38 fights. Tank does it. Terence Crawford has been a pro way longer, and his tenure with Bob Arum has been way longer than Tank.
Still doing less
Tank
numbers.
is a bigger. So
Still
Tank is
doing
a
less
bigger
numbers
star.
than Tank.
So
Still doing less
hold on.
numbers than
Tank not only is a bigger star, he's a bigger star faster.
In half the amount of fights.
He's a bigger star in 12 less fights, but he should stay.
Hold on, real quick. This is the thing, though. Even when Terence Crawford, when he was winning and he was the big man on campus at 140, you feel me? We were all calling for him to leave Bob Arum then. This is the exact same point of as far as where Tank is in his career when we was calling.
Hold on, right side, because I'm lost, bro. And when I get lost and I get confused, I need people to start making sense to me. So we all agree that Tank Davis is younger. We all agree that Tank Davis is a bigger star. Hold on, bro. We all agree that Tank Davis is a bigger star than Terence Bud Crawford. We all agree that Tank Davis has done better on pay-per-view than Terence Crawford has ever done. We all agree that Tank Davis has less fights than Terence Crawford. But we don't agree.
Good job, Floyd.
We believe that Terence Crawford outgrew Bob Arum, but we don't believe that Tank Davis has outgrew Floyd Mayweather yet.
The reason I say that is because
150K don't outgrow
the reason that Tank was able to do all of those things faster than Terence Crawford is because of Floyd. That's why.
But even though but because that's the reason, now is the perfect time to leave. The same way we wanted Terence Bud Crawford to leave way back when. It makes even more sense for Tank to leave now than it did for Terence Crawford to leave when we were calling for Terence Crawford to leave. And so my problem is if we're gonna call a spade, we're gonna say fighters are fighters, then when Bud was making these or when Bud was in negotiations to re-sign with Tyrant, we were saying, Bud, you need to get the hell on. But what did he do? He signed again, and now he in court because he signed again. And what we saying is Tank Davis, don't make the same mistake. Go ahead and build your shit because you have become the draw. Anything 140 and below, you the draw. And so.
I think that's an interesting word that you use, though. The draw, because the reason people were saying Terence Crawford should leave Bob Arum is because he wasn't a draw.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
Yes.
See, you use the word draw. See, and that's the reason. No one said, "Oh, it's the same thing." You got a top pound for pound fighter in the world who is supposedly being matched up in the biggest fight in the sport right now, fighting Errol Spence, who's known to not be a draw. That's why we said, okay, he needs to leave Bob Arum, because
that's not the only reason. It was making him a draw. That's not the only reason, bro. That is one of the reasons, but it was, we got to finish. Let's do the whole thing in context. It was because he's not a draw, but also because he should be a bigger draw because of his fighting style. He should be more popular because he finishes guys. He's pound for pound. He's Terence Crawford. So if you got to leave to go get those things, that's cool. But what y'all are telling me, what no one can make sense to me, how is it that a lesser star can outgrow a promotion company, but the bigger star didn't? How is that? How can somebody go off on their own when they got less, but the person that got more is not supposed to go off their own? And y'all keep saying, well, Floyd made him what he is. All right, bro, cool. Like, but at some point, why you gotta be loyal to somebody that's saying all the shit Floyd been saying? Floyd also told us, Kwame, hey, I'm gonna put your ass in there with Lomachenko. Like, he don't believe in Tank. Like, he was trying to punish Tank by saying, I'm gonna make you fight Lomachenko or some shit.
Yes.
Like, he don't believe in that man, bro.
But that, you know why
he said that to him? Because that was a time where Tank wasn't training. That was a time where Tank got in the ring with Lomachenko. His outside life would have showed up in that.
Hold on. Is it that's plausible, or is it plausible that the guy who always gets up and talks about his jets, the guy that always gets up and talks about his investments, the guy that always gets up and talks about how great he is it possible that maybe that guy is just selfish and he was doing that shit because he don't want to lose his only cash cow in his whole company?
Oh, I think that's definitely a big part.
Could he be on some Oscar De La Hoya Canelo Alvarez shit. So if you
that's
think
definitely a big part.
Is
okay, hold on.
Is it better to have a promoter who says he lost?
Hold on, because
we
gonna come to an agreement. Hold on, we're gonna come to an agreement. So if that's a big part of it, and I'm Tank Davis, and I see a big part of you moving me the way that you move me is because you worried about your pockets and you worried about your security. How you got my best interest at heart?
Now,
and on top of that, I'm already signing, bro.
Here's how I'm going to answer that. Right? That is always been a huge problem with just humans in general. You can't always be worried about what the other. Just a person's supposed to do what's in the best interest.
Kwame, if you taking the promoter fee and the management fee out my check, I'm supposed to worry about that shit, bro.
Right,
you taking money from me, I'm paying you.
Let me get this up real quick, knockout. A person,
go ahead, bro.
a person by nature is going to do what's best for them. Everyone on this panel, by nature, instinctively, is going to do what's best for them. Now, if doing what's best for you is also doing what's best for that other person, then that other person shouldn't have a problem with it. Because what Floyd was doing in the beginning of Tank's career, doing what was best for him, was also what was best for Tank. Because if Tank would have got in the ring with Lomachenko at that point and lost, we wouldn't even be having this discussion at all. He wouldn't be no big star because we know how fickle the boxing fans are. Just like AB. They'd have been like, oh, he just like AB. He partied, he hang with AB, all this stuff. He's a wash, right? And Floyd protected his investment, and he also protected Tank in the process of it. And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
What he gets paid to do.
Now, if if unlike Bob Arum, right, who when he lost his contract with HBO and went to go scrabble for that ESPN money, and gave Terence Crawford all that guaranteed money, and then he didn't do what was best for Terence Crawford. He did what was best for himself. That is the difference, and why you cannot compare the two. Because
you can because
go ahead.
Here's why I'm comparing them though, Kwame, because that was back then. What was best for Floyd when Tank was 23 years old happened to also be best for Tank. But it's not like that no more, Kwame, and Floyd is still behaving the same way. He's still doing the same shit when Tank was 23. We've all agreed Tank is more disciplined now. We've all agreed Tank is a bigger star now. We've all agreed that Tank has moved the needle and got a casual fan base. So what you were moving for him and what you were doing for him when he was 23 years old, it's not the same. You don't need to be doing the same shit when he's 27, 28 years old, bro. It's holding him back. Like no matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, bro. Isak Pitbull Cruz, that's a good fight, but that ain't moving the needle. You know what I'm saying? Mario Barrios, I thought that was an okay fight. That ain't moving the needle, bro. This fight with Rolly Romero, it's not moving him in the direction of greatness. The same greatness that I've heard Floyd Mayweather brag so much about, he's not having his fighter go obtain that. Instead, they trying to get bags, they trying to get money, and they trying to make sure they get as much money for as little risk as possible. When Floyd, the thing that we all liked about him as a fighter, he didn't move that way, dog. He didn't. And so he's not moving Tank that way, and that's the problem that I have, bro. Let me catch it. Let me catch the chat, then I'll let Kwame go back, bro. Zenith with the $10 says Tank has a fan base outside of boxing. Purist. I had a fam and friend asking about Tank who never heard of Loma. They were excited by Gamboa, so assuming Loma or Cambosos is going to excite them more is false. But yeah, boxing purists, they're going to tune in for that because it's also boxing purists. Like, it's two sides to that coin, right, Zena? So I hear what you're saying, but it's also boxing purists is going to be like, he fighting who? Oh, them shit, man, I ain't worried about that. But then you hear some boxing purists and diehard fans, he fighting Loma? Oh, shit. Like, we can't act like it ain't millions of diehard fans that would eat that shit up. So that, but I hear what you're saying, Zenith. Right side with that $5. Right side with that $5 says Tank will sell regardless. He's one of the best KO artists since Tyson. Tank may have needed Floyd in the past, but today he is the draw. Facts. And that's all I'm trying to say, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. But let me let Kwame continue, bro, because I know. Or you know what? Let me go to Forefather, because you've been chiming in, but you haven't really been able to have the floor in a minute, man. Go ahead and do your thing and cook, man.
I like a lot of what my man was saying, because he was basically considering the business aspect of it as well. I know as fans, we don't want to see that. We only want to hear see the best fights. They always say the best fights. Lies. Sugar Ray Leonard could have fought Aaron Pryor. He chose Bruce Finch and other people. He could have fought Hagler at any time. He let it draw out. It wasn't instant like Hagler just jumped in the ring and the next fight they were in the ring. They built it for years and years and years. I love the way they're moving with Tank, man. The way they're doing it is beautiful. I agree with what he was talking about, the media training. Oh, it's beautiful. The discipline that they gave in Tank, beautiful. I love the way. As a matter of fact, he wouldn't have won that fight with Isaac Cruz with his hurt hand without the tutelage of Floyd. He wouldn't have won. He wouldn't have been able to win that fight without that tutelage.
So we give him.
I'll give him
credit. We giving Floyd credit for Tank becoming disciplined now. We ain't giving that. We ain't giving that to Tank.
Yes, definitely.
Bro, nah, that's a grown ass man, and you gonna say he disciplined because of somebody else? Nah, bro.
Yes.
Nah. That man deserves credit for that shit. Like we gonna give Floyd. We giving Floyd Mayweather credit because Tank got his act together. It ain't got nothing to do with Tank having a kid now. It ain't got nothing to do with one of his homeboys dying and shit. It ain't got nothing to do with him maturing as a man. We giving Floyd Mayweather credit because of Tank's maturity now, bro.
Yes.
But the other thing that's so about it. This is the problem that I have with it. The problem is that previously what was just said was every man got to do what's best for him, right? That's what they said. They said that on this panel that we all got to do what's best for us, right? As far as it goes for our pockets. Well, in this situation, what's best for Tank pockets and for his career is for him to separate because he's not getting the big fights. He's not getting legacy fights. And for Tank, legacy, and first off, Tank already has the money now. He has put himself in, I'll even give Floyd the credit. Floyd has put himself in the position, put Tank in the position to be his own boss, his own manager, and to make decisions for himself by building his bag. So now that has happened, hey, I appreciate that. No disrespect to you, but at the same time, I got to do what's best for me. And for y'all to sit here and say that we got to give all the credit to Floyd about this man growing and this man learning and becoming a better man and a better fighter. I got to say that, no, it goes into his hard work. Floyd could have said whatever he wanted to say. Tank didn't have to take that into his mental and to grow from that, but he did. But once again, if I have a mentor, my mentor wants the best for me. He's going to say, I'm going to grow you to your biggest position. And then there's going to become a time that you're probably not going to need me. You're going to have to make your own decisions. And that's the point of in Tank's career that he's at. He's able to make the fights happen that he needs, but he also needs bigger fights for his legacy. He has to stop taking these soft touches because even though Isaac Cruz was a decent fighter, you know what I'm saying? But we all knew he wasn't on the level of Tank Davis.
And I feel you right there, but I want to be clear. I wouldn't even say soft touch. Like this is the problem I have, and I ain't saying either one of you brothers is doing this, but when I come on here and I say stuff like, "Yo, Canelo, like you ain't giving me what I want. Like here's what you should be doing. Here's who you should be fighting. I want to see better fights from you." Then it's all kumbaya and people ride with it. Some people hate on it or whatever, but people go with that. And then when I say the same shit about Tank, who let's just keep it a buck. Like no matter how much we don't like Canelo, or you might not like Canelo, or if you do, whatever. But Canelo fighting better opposition than Tank Davis.
Oh, of course.
There's some black fighters Tank needs to fight.
Again, you talking to a content creator and a boxing fan. I hold all these guys to the same standard, and that's the lens that I'm looking at it through. And his right side, just so eloquently put, bro. Like, dog, like the man is already crossed over. He don't need a promoter. Like you paying Floyd for what now? Because he did some shit for you when he was 23 years old. So everybody should just always stay with the promoter that they with.
Technically,
if that's
Tank
what we doing.
Technically, Tank is still unproven. Just to be honest with you, he hasn't fought.
Improving as a fighter, that's Calvin Ford and Barry Hunter, though. That ain't got shit to do with Floyd.
I'm not saying technically, based on resume, Tank is still unproven. There's a lot of fights he still hasn't had yet. There's styles he hasn't fought yet.
Bro, he's 27 years old.
with those.
27's not old. 27's not
But
old.
He's 27 years old with all that talent and all that skill and all that star power, and he's still a one division champion, dog.
Bro, we got to stop keeping for individuals, bro. And I understand that from a promoter perspective of how you would see things happen. I understand that. But at the same time, when you built this individual up, right, the way they have built Tank, and I once again giving Floyd the credit for building Tank the way he has been built, there becomes a time that, hey, I'm a grown ass man now, and I know what I need to do to be effective in the ring to stay in shape. I know what I need to do. Now, if Tank, and it's on Tank at this point, it's not on Floyd anymore. He needs to go and take that grown man step and say, look, hey, Floyd, I love you. I appreciate what you did. But at the same time, at this point in my career, I'm looking for these fights. And so, hey, I'm not getting these fights with you. The same thing that Terence Crawford said when it came down to Bob Arum. He finally had to come out and say, I'm not getting the fights I want. And he said that when he was, 34? So why until you're up into age, go ahead and make that move now when you in your prime so you can get those fights and you can.
Crawford ain't got no leverage. He ain't got no leverage now. He gotta pretty much either take what PBC offer him or probably look like a duck, like, because he waited too long, bro. And I'm gonna say
that's true.
Basically, it's this simple for me. I want to ask Kwame and I want to ask my brother Forefather a question. Do y'all think that Floyd Mayweather ever wants any fighter to be better than him?
No.
What about you, Forefather?
Man, that's a tough question. I don't know. I can't answer. I don't know. I'll say no.
Okay, so both of y'all say no. So if you don't ever want any father in any father shit, if you don't want any fighter to ever be better than you, you want to be known as the greatest to do it. How can you then in turn be a good promoter and ever have your fighter's best interest at heart?
Well, I don't believe.
How can you keep yourself from holding them back if you don't ever want anybody to be better than you?
I'm gonna answer that question. So
I can easily answer.
I don't believe that Floyd is at a place where that's where he's operating with Tank. And I was gonna say this a little bit earlier. Like, I understand from the standpoint of the fans saying they want to fight, see like Tank have better opposition to fights, and I get that. But here's the first question, right? Do we hear Tank saying that? Number one, right? To say that he needs to leave Floyd. Or is Tank coming out saying he's unhappy with his situation and his level of opponents? He's saying he'll fight anybody, but you don't see him complaining about who he's fighting. Number one. And number two, has Tank, like, let's just say, for instance, Tank leaves Floyd Mayweather. Let's just say he does leave right now. Say tomorrow somehow they go to court and he don't have to be with Mayweather Promotions no more. Do you truly trust that Tank has mastered the art of being disciplined? Do you, like, it's too early for that?
But this is Kwame. I'm not disagreeing.
I was going to ask that. Okay.
Hold on. This is the thing, Kwame. I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I am saying is the same way any great mentor understands, I want to build you to a level. And correct me if I'm wrong, we would all look at Floyd Mayweather as Tank's mentor outside of being just a promoter, correct?
Yeah.
And so any great mentor is going to tell you, look, I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink, bro. And so at the end of the day, it has to be a point that I gotta go ahead and give you the push. I can advise you, of course, but at the same time, I gotta give you the push and say, hey man, step out and do your thing, bro. It's on you. It's not on me no more. I done helped you in your younger years and I done built the foundation for you. You need to continue to build on that foundation. And if Tank don't have that in him, that's on Tank. But at the same time, he has to step out because for all of us to agree that and me being a mentor, I mentor small younger kids coaching wise, but I always tell them I want you to be much better than I ever was. And so what we're looking at this point is saying is Floyd keeping Tank, taking lesser fighters to continue to make money off of Tank, or is Floyd really looking to build Tank's legacy which we know that's not happening because of the fights he's taking. And so at the end of the day, as a great mentor, what you tell your mentee is that I want you to be better than me. And moving forward, you have to make decisions on your own. I can give you advice, but at the same time, I gotta step back and say, you step out there and do your thing, because that's the only way a man can be built, is doing their own thing. And so we gotta go ahead and say that Tank is his own man now. And at 23, it's different. But at 4 years later, if I ain't taught you nothing in 4 years, then I ain't a mentor for damn if I ain't taught you nothing in that time frame. And so at the end of the day, we got to go ahead and say, Tank, step out on your own and make the fights you want to happen. You make those happen. Build your legacy how you feel it needs to be built, and it's on you now. It's no longer.
Let me address this, because I got to get ready to wrap up the show. But I want to address my brother Black Belt Ben. I want to respond to Kwame, because Kwame and I agree on a lot of shit. So Kwame, I agree with you. Like, and that's where I'm gonna have to start getting on Tank helmet if this shit continue. Like, if you don't speak up, if you don't start, like, bro, my patience is wearing real thin with you just fighting whoever they put in front of you, bro. Now, he did say he would fight Devin Haney or fight all them guys, and that they time coming and all of that shit. But if I get like 1 or 2 more of this shit I'm getting with these rollies, bro, I'm on his helmet. So I agree, he got to speak up with you. But this is about my opinion on what he should do. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he should move on. Now, Black Belt Ben, he says, how can Floyd control if a fighter is better than him? That doesn't even make sense. Now, if you're saying make more money, that's different. If that's the case, no one is going to make more money anyways. Let me tell you how off that statement is, Black Belt. Listen, bro. He can't control whether or not nobody better than them. But if you a fighter under his stable, he can control whether or not you got an opportunity to prove that shit. He can control whether or not you got an opportunity to prove that shit, because he make your fights. So he got an opportunity to be like, shit, you know what? Yeah, we ain't gonna put him in the ring with nobody where he can just shine like that against a great fighter. So he can do that. I ain't saying that's what he's doing, but it's very easy for him to, if you're a promoter, you control somebody's career. And I just don't think you should be controlling a superstar person's career or somebody that can be great if you don't want nobody to be better than you. Because you could low-key start hating on that person, bro. You could low-key be like, shit, he the truth, so shit, we just gonna get this money, we gonna get this bread, we gonna put him in some fights, you know what I'm saying, to get this paper, and we out this thing. Like, you could do that shit. I ain't saying he is or isn't gonna do that shit. My overall point is this, and then I'm gonna catch the super chat and I'll get everybody's last words. Y'all can say what you want to say, and then we'll wrap the show. This is my overall point, bro. Couple of things that I wanted to get across in this show today. Number one, Tank has outgrew Floyd Mayweather. Okay, he's a star with or without him. If Tank Davis called Bob Arum and Lomachenko, if he decided that he gonna call over to the zone and make a fight with one of their fighters at 135 or 140, if he called Bob Arum and he want to make a Josh Taylor fight, if he even get with Al Heyman and say, Frank Martin is a big star now, I want to fight Frank Martin. Wherever he called, from 130 to 140, whoever Tank Davis called, they not gonna be like, Bob Arum ain't gonna pick up the phone and be like, shit, bro, but you know what? You ain't working with Floyd no more. You left Floyd, so shit, we ain't really gonna think about making that fight because you ain't. No, bro, they all gonna pick up the phone because it's Tank Davis calling. They don't pick up the phone because it's Floyd Mayweather no more. They pick up the phone because Tank Davis sell. Now, shout out to Leonard Ellaby. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Did a great job, bro. But he don't need y'all shit no more. He can step in his own lane. And I don't like, that's growth to me. Like, do we not want the young man to grow? Do we want him to lean on Floyd forever? Or do we want him to go make his own moves? Like Canelo doing the shit. Devin Haney younger than him. He younger than him and he doing the shit, and he ain't near as popular as Tank Davis. He don't nearly as sell as Tank Davis. And if you're saying he's smarter, then that means you low-key been agreeing with me the whole time because you think that's the play to make.
No, smarter is intelligence-wise. Devin Haney's smarter than he doesn't have.
If he's smarter intelligent-wise, that means he's intelligent and he's smarter for having his own promotion company and doing his own thing, right?
He doesn't have nearly the discipline issues as Tank.
With all of that, who is Devin Haney for?
He hasn't been able to get the fights that he wants.
That's another.
He hasn't. But Tank Davis ain't in that position. He's already on pay-per-view. He's a bigger star. He's bigger than Devin, bro. He's bigger than Terence Crawford even. I just don't see how we can tell somebody they're selling good, they got stars that are bigger than them coming to their fights. He got basketball players that make more money than him coming to see him perform and shit. How we can have all of that shit and still say you still need to be tied down to a promoter that controls you, bro. We wasn't pushing for that shit with Pacquiao. We ain't pushing for that shit with Earl. We ain't pushing for that shit with Terence Crawford. But for some reason, people want Tank Davis to be loyal to Floyd, who's telling you out of his own mouth, ain't nobody ever going to be better than him. Who's telling you out of his own mouth, look, why would we go make another promotion company great? Why would we go give them a big fight? Because it's a big fight for your fighter, bro. It's the biggest fight of his career. You talking about you don't want to make it because you don't want to make them great? How about making your own fighter great? Or do you not want to risk your money? Do you not want to risk your bread? That's what I think it is, straight up and down. I think he don't want to risk his money because he ain't got nobody that's doing near what Tank Davis is doing. And as a result, it's hindering how they move in Tank. They like, shit, this one over here risky. It could be a bigger fight, but I'd rather just get this for show money because I'm for sure that he could probably win this fight. But over here, this one might be 50-50. Like Loma, we think Tank could win, but if he lose, then we going to lose money in the future because now Tank Davis fights ain't as big. He ain't got that cachet. He ain't got that myth battle no more, so he could lose. So let's just steer him away from Loma. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, I understand the business, and that shouldn't be Tank Davis unless Tank don't believe in himself, like you were saying, Kwame. Unless he like, shit, I'm just good getting his bag, so I'm going to shut up. And then if that's the case, we should all rain down fire on Tank Davis. But goddamn it, something needs to change, and he needs to fight better fights, bro. Like, y'all, and Floyd Mayweather ain't looking like the answer right now, bro. Straight up and down. Let me catch this super chat. And I'm gonna let y'all all get y'all last words, and I'll get my last words, and we'll wrap the show. And I appreciate all y'all brothers coming up here and cooking with me. Zenith with the $10 in the super chat, showing love again. I appreciate you, bro. He says, I'm good with the matchups you want. I just think Loma Cam aren't levels above Cruz. I agree with that. And belts are as much about opportunities than skill, because Loma can lose 10 times and will always get another title shot. I agree with all of that. But Zenith, them casual ass fans, them Loma people, they believe that. And I think Loma, I think I don't say levels, but he better than Cruz. He better than Kambosos to me. I think if he get the fight with Kambosos, he gonna beat the shit out of Kambosos. And it don't matter because the boxing media, the people that push the stories, they think Loma is the shit. You see the clout in the cachet that Teofimo Lopez got. Now, what if Tank Davis go in there and beat the shit out of him and stop him midway through the fight? We don't get to see that shit because Floyd don't want us to see that shit. That's all I'm saying. Because if he wanted us to see that shit, we would have been saw it, bro. But he want to protect Tank from him, dog. Like it just is what it is, bro. He protecting that man, and I don't think the man need protection. I think he grown enough and he good enough to protect his damn self. Now show me I'm wrong and go make the fights. And if he get his ass beat, I'll be the first one to say, damn, you got your ass beat. But I believe in him. I just wish either Floyd believed in him as much or Tank believed in himself. If Floyd was giving me the same fight, I ain't telling you that Earl Spence should leave Al Heyman, because Al Heyman giving me the shit I want to see from Earl. Straight up and down. I ain't saying that Stephen Fulton need to leave Al Heyman because shit, we just saw Stephen Fulton unify. I'm saying this shit about Tank Davis because we not getting what we want as boxing fans. But that's all I got, man. I could cook on this shit all day. Let's go to Forefather. You give your last words. Let's let Kwame give his last words. We'll let Right Side give his last words. Then I'll give mine and we'll wrap the show. Forefather, first of all, thank you for coming up, man. I appreciate you. If you got any, social media, channel, anything like that, man, go ahead and plug it now. Give your last words. Let people know where to find you, man. But thank you so much for gracing the platform with your presence, man.
Okay, my plug real quick will be April 23rd in Las Vegas. Come to the Stop the Violence concert, and we have DJ Quick, E4. It's a whole bunch of people going to be performing. I think Blueface had all these people. That's another thing. I'm gonna keep it real short. Devin Haney, Floyd, and all these people, I want you guys, man, just to respect the power of negotiations, the things that go on behind the scenes where the people are trying to make the fight is always a little more complicated. So all this mess about Devin Haney, he has no power. He's unproven. His chin is suspect. But they've made him the boogeyman because he has a negotiation with someone. It doesn't work, and he gets to go out and say, they're ducking me, whatever. It's more to it than that. There's two sides of every negotiation, and that's all I'm going to say.
Hold on, Forefather. I'm gonna let you finish. But one of my brothers, One of my brothers, Zenith 360, who supports my show, just put some bullshit in my chat. Zenith, come on, bro. Zenith, dog. Did you just say Rolly has great pressure? Did you not see what Jackson Marinez did to Rolly Ramiro, bro? Oh, you said rough. I'm trying to figure out, bro. I'm trying. Zenith, you got okay. Zenith say I'm joking. Zenith, don't do that, man. You made me stop the man in the middle of his last words, bro, because you over here playing and shit, bro. Don't do that shit to me, Zenith. God damn. Go ahead.
In that fight, in that fight, the Rolly fight is really going to be better than what you think. He's going to come forward. He can't. What do you think he's going to use footwork? You think he's going to do a Sugar Ray and use footwork? He's coming forward. It's going to be a knockout. He's going to get knocked out, of course. But
if I tell you what I think, you won't come to my live stream the Friday before the show.
You know damn well he's going to get knocked out. He's going to get knocked out. He's going to get knocked out, of course. But the promotion and the lead up is what people are going to sell the fight. Rolly is a marketing genius. That's all I'm saying. Good night, everybody. Hey, I'll be at your next one. I see your notifications.
Yeah, I'm live every Wednesday, every Friday. I appreciate you, bro. Take it easy.
You all right? Peace out. Have a good night.
You too. Kwame.
Yes, good brother.
Man, bro, I appreciate you coming up, man. You got to come up more often, bro. I must say it was nice. It was nice to disagree with you for the first time, bro. Yeah. We don't disagree often. You know what I'm saying? Good conversation. Y'all see that? Grown men can disagree and we ain't got to call each other out our names and none of that shit, huh, bro?
It could be cordial and intellectual when we disagree. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This is an excellent show, man. My thing is, I agree. You know, like I can play devil's advocate, and I just see things in my own, I guess, unique light. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I just feel like right now isn't the moment for Tank to leave Floyd. Maybe in a couple more fights, because like the reality of it also is like Tank just got his discipline together, and they're starting to make some momentum with that. And Tank has lost belts on the scale, all kinds of shit, and Floyd has got him title opportunity after title opportunity. So just out of that aspect, I don't feel like at this time right now it's time for him to leave Floyd. But with
bro, you chopped up a little bit. Are you still there? If you can hear me, Kwame, we can't hear you no more. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm getting closer to my modem. I'm normally on my computer, but it's the first time I'm doing it on my iPad. With the trajectory that Floyd is going in now with the level of opponents, then I do agree with it, because it's going to become a point in time where Tank do need to fight better fighters. And the reality of it is, like, we know if you with Floyd or the PBC, you're only going to fight fighters within inside that stable, and Top Rank and DAZN got all the fighters in the weight classes that would make great fights for Tank. So that's a whole nother issue. So I think that, probably like within 2 or 3 fights, he should branch out. If Floyd's not trying to do something, yes. And then, me, I'm always, Spence Crawford. And my little 2 cents on that is I was very disappointed, with Terence Crawford calling out the black race in the UK. I was very disappointed in that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like you should go to another country, actually a predominantly white country, and then dish your race.
Damn, that's a good ass point, bro.
Like, that's how I saw it. Because I feel because
ain't that shit part of sports though, Kwame? Like the shit he was talking about. I was having that conversation with somebody else. Like, I don't like, you watch football, bro?
Of course.
Who's your team?
I don't really have a team. I just like to watch good sports. But I understand what you mean, like, because I lived in Philly. If I was to say I had a team, I would say it would be the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, so I'm a Cowboys fan too. But if you cheer for the Eagles and I cheer for the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm making a bunch of points as to why they better, and you making a bunch of points as to why the Eagles better. Ain't that the same shit as Terence Crawford fans and Earl Spence fans having the whole 50-50, 60-40 shit? Oh, he'll beat his ass. Ain't that the same shit, bro?
It is, but I'm gonna tell you why he did that. Because in 2 sentences before that, he admitted that everything that he was saying for the last 4 years was a lie.
Facts.
So he had to then put the blame on something else, because he says, "Oh, Spence wants to fight. I know Spence wants to fight, and I want to fight, but as a black, as a black race." Well, he talked about promotion. We could have came together with Bob, and I feel like he still has an affinity for Bob Arum, because Bob gave him a lot of opportunities to get titles and belts and stuff like that. And when he said the black race, I really feel like he was talking about Al Heyman, but he couldn't say that because he's just like, they didn't want to come together, and he feel like his hand is being forced if he wants to fight, that he got to do it with Al Heyman. And one thing I've noticed about the Crawford team is they never want to see a black person have a higher position than them or leverage. They're okay. There's a problem with Earl Spence getting more money, but there wasn't a problem when Bob told him that Amir Khan was going to get more money.
Yeah.
There's always an issue when it's a black person, because it's just that mentality that's there. And he basically admitted that, what they were saying was cap about Earl Spence, ducking him for the last 4 years and not wanting to fight. So
I ain't seen none of them Terence Crawford content creators like making videos about that shit, bro. They don't want to talk about that shit. Yeah, DP Rocket, he dropped it. Listen, DP, he dropped it. Kwame took a damn gym and just dropped it on our head with that UK shit, bro. That's all fake. He dropped the goddamn gym, bro. That shit was crazy.
What I was disappointed in. That's what I was disappointed in the most, was just that he did it there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Kwame, can I ask you? Are you a Bud fan?
No, I'm not. I think he's actually a fighter, but I'm definitely not a Bud fan.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you want to find out more, right side, I don't know if y'all know, but I've been having this comment post right here. This is Kwame channel, Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. So I need everybody in here. When you leave here, go subscribe to him, man. Go subscribe to his channel, bro. But that's his thing right here.
I'm very, I'm very excited, about Earl Spence getting in the ring and stating what he stated, even though they're trying to pervert that. It's just like, oh, he did, what belt? It's just crazy. But I'm so excited for the fight with Ugas coming up. I really believe that fight is. People think the fight's going to be closer than what it really is going to be. Me personally, I don't think the fight's going to. I really believe that the Ugas and Earl Spence fight is going to be very similar to the Lamont Peterson fight. Very similar. Earl Spence is for the first time since Lamont Peterson and Ocampo, is the first time Earl Spence looked like an action figure before training camp. He didn't even look like. Got to remember the Danny Garcia fight. He was rehabbing his body from a lot of trauma from what happened. He's had a lot of time now since that happened in 2019. We're in 2022. You know what I'm saying? He's had a lot more time. So I think it's going to be a beatdown that's going to happen, because Ugas has 12 knockouts and he don't have nothing to keep Earl off of him, and he has no bicycle. That's important. He got 12 knockouts.
Man, you break it down the whole fight. I want to give my opinion so bad, but I gotta wait for the week of the fight.
He has only 12 knockouts and he has no bicycle. That's tailor-made for Earl Spence, right? And then we going to see him and Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford, decides that he wants to fight. Stop talking about Jamel Charlo. It doesn't make any sense. If you feel Allen gonna give you Spence, Allen gonna give you Jamel. So
yeah, you're leaving out the most important. You're leaving out the most important part, though, bro. And A17, I see you in the building. You can attest to this. He growing the shag back, dog.
Oh yeah.
He growing the shag back, bro.
I told Key that Keon did that because he kept calling that nigga. We need the nigga with the shag back. and for real, I really believe that he listened to Key And he threw that shit back, man. But salute to you, Knockout, man. This was a great show. Great
Salute to
panel,
you,
very
bro.
cordial.
I appreciate you coming up.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Always, man. Y'all go subscribe to my brother Kwame. Cool Boy Curry. That's cool. I don't know who I got winning yet, Cool Boy. We're gonna see the week of the fight. We do our breakdowns and our predictions every single week, the week of the fights, man. So be sure to check out the live stream that we're gonna have going down for y'all on Friday. Right side, bro. Give your last words, man, and then I'll get my last words and we'll wrap this thing up, brother.
Hey, first things first, man. Kell, welcome back. We appreciate you, bro, and salute to you, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you miss, bro. You will miss. So salute to you, bro. But first things first, man. Hey, your boy got a channel coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start my
shit
soon. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go hit right side, W_right side. That's what it's gonna be. Go ahead, subscribe, and you know, your boy will be dropping some shit. I want to talk to you a little bit, KO, outside of this. I put some shit in the private chat. So
oh yeah, I see you right there, bro. Go to my if you go to any description, including this one, my email's in there. Just email me.
Okay,
let
bet.
me know it's you, and I'll give you my contact info, and I can help you with whatever you need help with, bro.
We'll do. But I just final words, man. I think that Tank a grown ass man, and he got to make his own moves, and we need to respect his moves. But one thing that was brought up was, does he want to make his own moves? That's what I worry about. If he wants to make his own moves, but we got to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you and the way you running everything. And I think this was a great panel tonight.
Yeah, fire, bro.
I agree with Kwame about Bud, and it kind of hurt me because I ain't a Bud or Aerosmith fan. I don't really have a dog in that fight, but I was upset when he kind of came out and said we need to blame the black race. You know what I'm saying? Divisiveness. I felt like, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get into that later. But hey man, y'all support the brother, man. Hit the like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button.
Smash the like. We got over 100 likes tonight, man. That's big time for our live stream. So thank y'all for coming through and showing love, man. And hey, we gonna support you over here, bro. So you get that channel started. You come to this thing, you drop links and shit. You hop. I'm gonna have you co-host with me and all that shit, man. So hit me up behind the scenes for real, cause people help me get to where I'm at. I'm gonna be more than willing to help you, bro, for sure. I ain't just saying that shit.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, and salute to everybody who showed up in the chat. And we gonna do it again, man. And great show, KO. Great show.
Appreciate you, man. Take it easy, bro.
You too, bro.
All right, man. So look, y'all. First of all, thank you so much to everybody that came through and rocked out with your boy for this whole time, man. It's been a great cook session tonight, man. And everybody that just showed so much love in the super chat, man. This was one of our biggest super chat shows, man. People dropping 50 and 100 and $10 to $2 to $1 and just the like button, bro. And everybody that's coming out and rocking out with me, man. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. We gonna keep grinding though. We ain't gonna change. We ain't gonna stop keeping this shit about boxing because that's what we love on this channel. So y'all be sure to check out our videos, man. We dropped 4 videos today. We dropped we got this live stream going, so y'all be sure to check those out today, man. We'll be dropping more videos tomorrow and Friday, and then Friday night we got our live stream that we got going down Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time on Friday night. Where we break down and we predict all the big fights this upcoming weekend. So y'all be sure to check that out. Then I'll be live with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're gonna break down and talk about everything that happened. Was I right? Was I wrong? I don't know. But that record getting kind of fire, bro. We're gonna try to see. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the 300 predictions right before I get the 50 wrong. So can I get 79 right before I miss another 6? That's what we're gonna try to see, man. But we're gonna keep grinding, we're gonna keep working. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And if you don't do nothing else, man, go watch some boxing, man. Helps the sport grow. But I appreciate y'all. Enjoy your night. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.